People, welcome back to the 620 podcast. Obviously, it's your host, Trimless Guna, back with effect. Sorry that I missed last week, family emergency and that, but we're back, we're back. Compared to last season where man would miss 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks in a row, we'll take the 1 week gap. I'm here with regulars, and a special guest, Ishmael, aka Brendan. Obviously, obviously, everyone's familiar with Matthew. Therapy is here, and for some reason he's changed his name to 116 charges, but we all know that's Fred by the awful profile picture. Therapy, what you saying? You jumping on camera, fam, showing your face, man. I know you're a United fan, you want to hide in that, but it's all right, bro. It's been international break, man.
Bro, man
You
never
enjoyed.
hires, bro.
Hmm?
Let's not do that.
You and Brendan are hiding, bro.
Nah, chat to Brendan. No, I usually show my face. Tell Brendan to put his face on cam.
All right. Obviously, average isn't with us tonight as well, people. Neither is Ish. So it's just gonna be us five to chop things up, and we're gonna go from there. But firstly, we're gonna start with some hot goss. Therapy, Matt, Brendan. How do you man feel about the situation with Varane? Been a little bust up with Ten Hag. Do you think the rumors are true? Speculation that he could be leaving in January. Feeling like he's lost his place to world class Johnny Evans. How you man feel about that?
And you want to go first?
Don't all rush to answer at once.
Yeah, let Brendan go first, man.
And there's
Yeah,
not
he's
even
the
here.
guest.
Ten Hag isn't going anywhere, bro. Like that's not true. The Ram thing might be true. You know what? The dressing room right now is actually poor. I think it's poor. I think Ten Hag. I think he's got a good idea, but he just doesn't have the players that have the capability of seeing it through. Like the mentality that he wants to put is too drastic from what the culture is right now. So that's why he has a problem with other players having a problem when they don't get no time. That's exactly why Jadon Sancho had a problem. Because Eric Ten Hag wants this new culture, but United has this other culture, and they're too far. Thank you.
I mean, you kind of didn't really answer my question.
I'll answer it for you.
Answer the question.
I'm happy for Varane to go. I'd get him out. I even said last season.
Whoa.
I even said no, Kingsley. We've had conversations during preseason. I even said
Wait.
we need a new right centre back. I was chatting about Kim Min Jae. I didn't want Varane starting again for us this season. Did I or did I not advocate for Varane to be benched for this season before the season started?
Why would Kim want to come United in the mess you man are in?
He was open to going. The reason why I went to Bayern is because our owner situation and our budget situation was unclear, so we were stalling on him. And then he just went. And then Bayern Munich just paid the release clause for his contract.
Yes.
What I want to say about Varane is right, and I don't want to go into. We can go into. We can go into the whole. Jim Ratcliffe coming in and how it's going to change, right? But if we look 2021 when he came in, he was in his prime years, and we got him for 30 million. Do Real Madrid ever sign? Did they ever let go of their players in their prime years for less than 50 million? Did they ever let go of their players in
But
their
didn't he
prime
have
years?
one year
Period.
contract?
Say that again.
Well, this is the thing. That's a fair point, but like good players still do leave Real Madrid, and he had 1 year left in
how
his
much?
contract.
For how much?
I mean,
I don't think
he
the
was
fee is
wasn't he threatening to leave? Wasn't he threatening to leave for free if they didn't let him go that summer?
I never heard about that.
I think he was, because he was pretty much made his mind up that he wanted to go somewhere else, and he had 1 year left and 34 million. I mean, we all thought it was a steal when it happened.
Yeah,
but
me as well. I thought, that's great business. We're finally doing good business. But when I think about it now, we got stiffed. If he was
I
that
don't think we
valuable,
got
Real
stiffed.
Madrid would not sell him for 35 mil.
We didn't get stiff.
Yo, Nashua,
He just got a long-term
yeah.
solution.
Therapy. People are confused with this.
No, he's not our best centre back.
Varane.
What are we talking about?
Who's the best centre back at United?
Martinez?
Yeah, Martinez.
By far?
I've never seen Varane get cooked like I've seen Martinez get cooked.
I mean, that's more about the-
once. What against Liverpool?
I'll be honest.
Against
I'll be
Liverpool.
honest.
It's
I'll be
definitely not
honest.
one.
If we're looking at if we're looking at all the things that make up a good centre back, I think Varane probably checks more boxes than Martinez. I'll be real.
Varane's a better centre back than Martinez. That's
No,
what's crazy.
he's not.
He's
I-
not.
I-
No,
I
he's not.
guarantee
No,
you
he's
he's
not.
not.
No, he's
think-
not.
Especially
No, he's
on
not.
the
think
ball
he
as
is.
well. Especially on the ball, I think Martinez.
Guys.
Miles better.
Yeah, Martinez is better on the ball, definitely.
Miles better on the ball.
Definitely.
Miles better.
Miles better is Miles
Kingsley,
better
this
is
is
a
the
push.
huh?
Bro, Varane has that donkey like Upamecano. He has that donkey gene, bro. Like once in a while, make some mad mistake, bro. Like you
And
know,
plus he's got inverted
remember-
knees, bro. He could, like,
Exactly,
bro, the guy's
bro.
finished. Respectfully,
I'm not
in the-
trusting Martinez to be my centre
okay,
back, bro.
that's too far. He's not finished, but for the pace of the Premier League intensity, I don't think he can manage it right now.
So you
he
man
does-
genuinely believe Martinez is a better centre back than Varane?
Yes,
Yes.
he's
Better
better
centre
player.
back.
I don't.
Yes.
I don't.
Hold on,
think so.
pause.
Modern
Not
day
better
centre
not
back.
better on the ball in
we
defence.
require of a centre back
Not
right
better
now.
on the ball in
Martinez
defence.
fulfills more roles.
A better all-rounded centre back, as in aerial ability, tackling,
He's
aggression.
Martinez
reading
is
the
good in
game.
the air, especially for his
Yes.
height.
In totality, he's a better player than Varane.
He's a better player. He's a better centre back.
No,
Modern
a
day
better centre back. Though.
requirements. Varane
you
A
man
can't
better
saying
fulfill
centre
them.
back and a better player.
Is the centre back not a player? I don't
So
know.
Ten
I don't
Hag
know what
should
you
play
mean. He's a better
Martinez
player,
next to
that's what I
Maguire.
mean.
No,
Is that what we're saying?
Maguire shouldn't play. That's the problem. Maguire should be sold to Wigan.
Let's talk about this as well. If you look at the reason why Ten Hag doesn't want to play Varane next to Maguire, is because they're both right-footed players, and it affects the build-up that he's trying to do. When you have if we look at Calvin Bassey at Fulham, he's playing, I think it's left side, the right side, the centre back, and he's left-footed, or vice versa. And it's hard, it's difficult. And when they play together, they never play good, right? And because Harry Maguire is on this so-called form, he's not. It will be unjust for him to drop him as right centre back right now. So the only position Varane could play is left centre back. But then you have Johnny Evans, who is a left-footed left centre back. So it makes more sense, and that's what started Varane getting dropped, and that's why he's annoyed. But I personally think that's a valid reason.
So is
Should we
Martinez
answer
top
that
5?
question?
Is
No, I
Martinez
don't
top
think
5 in the Prem?
1,000%.
You think he's
1,000%.
top five?
Top 5 in the Prem?
No.
Nah,
He
you're
got
right.
injured last season.
I
He got
put
injured
what?
last season, and then
Saliba,
now we're slandering
Stones.
his name. When he was playing, I wasn't
Yeah,
hearing
go on.
any of this slander.
I put Saliba, Stones, Diaz,
3 easily. Van Dijk.
Van de Ven,
Or-
Van de Ven, Van Dijk, Romero.
He's not better than Van de Ven's not better than him. Van de
Van de
Ven's
Ven's
just
not
fast.
better.
Let's not do that.
I've seen more from Van de Ven in his 10 games of the Premier League play than I've seen from Martinez in his.
I'd rather have
35.
Thiago Silva than Martinez, bro.
That's a step too far for me.
That's not even.
Of course, Kingsley would say that though, because it's
Thiago
United,
Silva's
bro.
a beast.
No, let's be objective, right? Last season, before Martinez got injured, who are we talking about as the best centre backs in the Premier last season?
No, but he's good. No one saying he's not good, but he's not top 5.
He's top 5.
6 better.
Top 10.
Well, we
Top
just
5.
named 6 better. At least 5, probably 6.
No, first of all, John Stones was getting gassed up here when he was playing centre mid, not centre back.
And if we're going off one season, yeah, I'd argue Akanji shown me more in his one season as well than Martinez as well. Akanji for City, he was great last year. On the
Or even
ball.
Ake was better. Come on,
Even
man.
Ake was great as well. Another one.
I can
he's
play
not
left
top
back, to be fair.
Left back. No, but City play 3, don't they?
No, they play fullbacks.
Nah,
The
I
centre
can
backs
play
play
left back.
fullbacks, but they
I can
invert.
play
In
left back,
possession, it's a 3. It's a 3 in possession. Is it not a 3? Or am I wrong here?
No, you're right.
No, it is, but in the defensive aspect of everything,
Yeah.
Ake was
Okay,
a
that's
left back
fair.
last season.
That's fair. Yeah.
Set man is saying Dan Burns better than Martinez.
I think you could argue on what's his
If
name,
Martinez was at City, we wouldn't be having this conversation. and
Lewis
that's a
Dunk.
fact.
I think Lewis Dunk as well was up there, and Guehi and not Guehi. Sorry, Konza at Villa. That's not
If
bad.
Martinez wasn't injured, we would not be having this conversation because everyone was hyping Martinez when he was first season. But now
But
because
when you
he's
lost
injured,
1-0 to Brentford.
But Brendan, would you say that was because he was just so good, or is it because he just exceeded expectations? Because expectations were on the floor with him.
I think he was just that good. But it helped that he exceeded expectations.
All right.
I don't know, man. I don't think he's better than Varane.
I think it's better than
definitely
Varane.
is.
But now, Kingsley, with
Definitely
regards to-
is.
with
We'll leave it
regards
to
to
the
your
chat,
first
innit?
question, I do
We'll leave
believe.
it to the chat. Say that again. What are you gonna say?
Yeah, I was gonna say, just with regards to your question, I do believe from what I've seen on the pitch that there's probably been a bust up of some kind somewhere, because it's not just with Varane that we've seen it. Casemiro as well before, taking Casemiro off at halftime as well, and even with the way he's using Varane now, like he's bringing Varane with 5 minutes to go to see out games and that.
He's
Like
him like Rob Holding,
this
bro.
is exactly like Mikel, bro. Like this is like it's a Champions League winner, bro, World Cup winner. Like, but the problem is, I think it's the fact that I guess he's fallen out with players in substitution for or in replacement for players that we thought he was done with. Like, for instance, your McTominays, your Maguires. So it almost comes across as if like he doesn't really know what he's doing, because he's now relying on players that we thought were going to be completely gone in the summer. But yeah, I mean, same old.
Did you guys watch Ibra's interview with Piers Morgan and did you see his segment about United and what he said?
No,
I didn't watch that.
Basically, he said Ten Hag's problem is that he's never had to coach star players before and big players. He doesn't know how to manage them, and that's the problem that he's got at United, because at Ajax it was just a bunch of youngsters he's turned into superstars. But superstars themselves, he does not know how to coach them, how to manage them, and how to treat them. He can't be as harsh with them as he can be with the youngsters in terms of developing them and getting them to play the system. Things like Varane, people like Varane and Casemiro, if Pep was managing them and they got injured, and when they came back, Pep would happily start them, even if the young G's or whatever, or the other guys that were on the bench were playing better than them. But Ten Hag is on this more military style type of stuff where it's the people who have been performing that get to start.
But therapy, this is the problem though, because he's not consistent with it. Because with Rashford, he said, "Yo, he's not in form, but I'm playing him until he gets form." Like,
yeah, but who's
so
gonna
it's
play?
not even.
He's Garnacho in form though.
It's not
Garnacho in form.
throughout.
Exactly. Who are you gonna play? Because Garnacho is not doing anything either.
Is Garnacho in form?
No. But this is the thing. He's brought in Maguire, but nobody was as distant or was as close to leaving the club as Maguire was in the summer. Yet he's brought him back in. He's still got Pellistri there that he doesn't play. He's still got Martial there that he doesn't play. He's still got, I mean, Sancho, obviously he's exiled Sancho now. There's other players that he could play if he really wanted to send a message to Rashford, but yet he still persisted with playing Rashford.
I also think another problem at United is like Therapy said about the being able to deal with different personalities. I think a bigger problem for me is coaching. Like we said it before, there's no style of play. The build up from the back, it's very inconsistent. Like they don't look like a well-coached team. So beyond your ability to manage, you're not, as a manager, you're not showing that impact with the players, how they're performing on the pitch as well. So I think it's just questions all over, to be honest.
Serious.
We got a question here. The comparison: who's better, Vardy or Fernando Torres?
Torres is. I think Torres is better.
As a ability wise,
just Torres is a better player. I think. Yeah.
But I think Vardy did more in the Premier League though.
I'll take Vardy. I can't lie.
You think Vardy's better than Torres?
In the Prem, yeah.
In the Prem, yeah. I'll take Vardy over Torres in the Prem.
That guy was a problem in his prime.
I'd be more
if I'm picking a player
of Vardy than Torres.
Just in a vacuum, I'm taking Torres, but Vardy did more.
But yeah, back to this United subject. Obviously, as well, it's not even just Varane with the situation in that dressing room. Do you might think the dressing room is gone? We've got issues with Casemiro. He said that he's been sold a dream. We've got issues with Anthony and his 160 charges. We've got issues with Sancho and his Fortnite addiction. There's bare issues in the club right now. Mentality is gone. The stadium's gone. The repairs ain't happening. Bruv, I don't know what you man need, yeah, but it's a miracle. But it's got to start in that changing room. Because if you string together, I mean, you have strung together some good results. I mean, let's face it, yeah. I kind of wrote you man off, but if you man again, I know you man ain't played the best of teams, but if you man are getting results, yeah, and you're playing this poor and you're still winning games, when things do click, you're gonna be decent again. So I actually think you man are gonna get top 4 because you man, although you don't play the sexiest football, you get results, and I think it's a results business. I
But
actually think
there's
you
the
man are gonna
thing.
get top 4. I think you man have
But
more
there's
of
the
a chance
thing.
of getting top 4 than Spurs.
But here's the thing. History has shown us that especially in a league format, you cannot continue to put up bad performances and keep getting results. They will eventually catch up to you.
But you did
So
last
I
season.
don't believe we will
Liverpool
continue like
did
this.
that
I
when they
think
got third 2
eventually
years ago.
the wheels are going to fall off.
I don't know about that narrative because last season you man
Huh?
didn't. I don't think you man last season you didn't really play that well when you won the trophy and came third.
Okay. No, the football last season was way better than what we saw this season.
No. But we had moments though. We had moments last.
Like it was
season.
moments, but the football was definitely better
We had
last season.
moments.
We actually had patterns
have
of
no
playing
moments
in
this
terms of playing out from the back.
Was it moments or was it a
I
purple
agree.
patch from Rashford?
No, Kingsley. If you're really going to
I'm
try
just
and
asking the question.
substantiate
I'm
an
just asking the
argument,
question. I'm just asking
no,
the
you
question.
can't substantiate the argument that last season's football was similar to this season's football. Impossible.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you man didn't play the best of football, but you
But the
still
football was
came
the
third.
standard of football was way higher than what it was this season. There was actually some form of play, some patterns of play that we were trying. You could see like the playing out from the back. We don't have to reply to what Fred was saying. We can't even play out from the back efficiently. We don't even have our first choice back 4. Look at last season. There were patterns of play. Even when we got smacked by City 6-3, you could see we were trying to play our football. We actually played some decent football, especially towards the end of the game as well.
Has Ten Hag changed his style, or the players just not on it? That's what I
It's a
don't
mixture
understand.
of both. Ten Hag's trying stuff. The players are not able to do it, and then now he's going back to he's losing his principles. That's what I think it is, and he's constantly changing it instead of saying, "Okay, cool. For 2 years we're gonna suffer, but it's gonna be my ideology, my philosophy of play. We're gonna work with the technical director and sign players that's in line with the football that I want to end up playing. And then whether we get the results or not, it's about instilling the style of play first." And that's the problem. I personally think Ten Hag was mandated to get a trophy and get top 4 last season, and he sacrificed that instead of having a season where he just gets smacked all over the place. But he's slowly instilling the culture and the style of play, and we've been caught. That's what I think's happened personally.
Where you man finishing this season realistically? I actually think you're gonna get top 4.
I wouldn't be surprised if we scumbag top 4, but
5th.
I would say like 5th or 6th.
And
Because
don't forget
Tottenham are
as
going to
well.
drop off now with the injuries. They can't play the style of play with the injuries they've got.
Yeah, I was gonna say don't forget as well. You can come 5th this season and still get Champions League football.
Oh, I forgot about that coefficient stuff, innit?
Yeah, the coefficient. And obviously next
Yeah,
season,
we just need
when it
G-Man
turns into,
to pattern up in Europe, then, innit?
that's what I'm saying. But even next season, when it turns into the league format where you play 8 games and there's 36 teams and whatnot, if English teams are doing well, we can even see 5-6 teams in the Champions League. So it could actually get mad. But obviously, I genuinely think you man are gonna get Champions League football again. In talking about Champions League though, do you think Ten Hag should shift a bit more attention into that? Obviously, I'm sure you man are still bottom of the group. Should that be the focus for like the next few weeks going forward?
Yeah.
No.
What did you say? Sorry. Oh, listen.
Now I'm saying with the Champions League situation right now, you man bottom of the group. Should that be the focus going forward for the next few weeks, like rotating the players and making sure you got your strongest players for those remaining Champions League games?
I think there's 2 options. Number 1 is we actually try and get second so we can get throughout the group stages, or second is we just don't try. Because I don't want to get third and get put in the Europa League. I don't want another season of Europa League football. Right.
But it's a trophy, man. It's a trophy you could realistically win.
No, I don't even think we'll win it this season. Plus, Thursday football is such a handicap for the Prem. You go to a different country, you play Thursday, you come back, you've got a match Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, and you've had 1 day of rest in between of traveling.
No, I hear that. Just me as an Arsenal fan, man, no, bro. Man, no.
Bro, yeah, nah, man. Not for me. But I think it's winnable. We can. Bayern haven't been good, really and truly. Bayern haven't been good. Copenhagen's done now. We have to beat Galatasaray away. That's a problem because their stadium's crazy.
You have to beat Galatasaray and Bayern Munich to get.
Yeah.
To get
it's not impossible, but it's not
It's not
realistic.
impossible. I mean, you man showed in the first game against Bayern Munich that if you get out of them, we can get something out of the game. Obviously, I think he was a bit unfortunate. It was one of them games that could have went either way. I don't think they blew you off the park. Like,
They know they were terrible,
yeah,
but
that's
it's
what I
just
mean.
that we were terrible as well. We gave Anana fumbled. He let a goal go in. Ericsson got a handball that shouldn't have been given as a handball.
Mm.
So yeah.
Oh, bro, don't even talk to me about these handballs. In the Champions League, they treat handballs very different to how they treat in the Prem. The only thing I like about the Champions League more is how they treat offsides because they have that automated system and they see the offside straight away. And I heard that they offered it to the Premier
The
League
Prem and they
officials,
denied it.
which just smells like corruption to me. Because why would you not want something that's gonna clock it in a few seconds and keep the game moving, bro?
I know a little bit about that.
What's your take?
Apparently, the thing with that is that it's linked to sort of Adidas technology with the footballs, and obviously the Premier League have a partnership with Nike that produces their footballs. So I think something about like obviously you can't just cancel your current agreement with Nike that produces your footballs. That's a massive financial deal. You can't cancel that to then have the Adidas based technology for the Adidas football. So I think something like that.
Okay, no, fair enough then. Fair enough then.
Yeah.
Obviously, without that information, I thought it was a bit fishy. But obviously as well, I think what's the situation with United's attack line? Because what was it? Rashford's the only attacker to score in the Prem or something like that. What do you think? What do you think's missing right now? Why are things not clicking up front?
You know what? Yeah, I think personally, Rashford needs to delete social media and stop engaging with United stand and them and there.
That's what he's been doing?
He's just been doing. He's been beefing Mark Goldbridge and that, talking about don't make malicious statements about B. But folks on bagging and assisting, man. Seriously, man.
That's
You see
it.
this
That's
Rashford guy, yeah. At 20, he's 26. Was about to enter his prime. He's on 375k a week. Not pocket watching, but that's what he's on. And he's meant to be the face of the club. There's a minimum there's a burden of performance, and he's not reaching it. I'm sorry, and no, man. This whole like confidence play. You're 26. What do you mean confidence?
Should
And his
Rashford
mentality is so poor. I really don't understand it, man.
does Rashford deserve to be dropped from the England squad?
Yes. I think it's about performance. If you're not performing, you shouldn't be in the England squad.
It's not about
It's
performance.
simple as that.
Southgate's made that very clear. It's not about performance.
Yeah. Yes, it's not about performance, but it should be. That's how it should be. If you want to get the best players, and that's how it should be, in my opinion. I don't think, and it helps that he's not in the England squad. If Rashford isn't in I can't even say it helps because I know that he'll be in the club immediately if he's not in the thingy, if he's not in the England squad. But if he's not in the England squad, he's gonna have more time to focus on club football. But that's my opinion.
Nah, do you know what it is with Rashford in the England squad? The only reason why I'm advocating for him being in the England squad is because England don't have any players that can run in behind and play the counter football so efficiently. So it gives them another dimension because they usually defend a certain way when they have Saka and Foden playing on the wings or Saka and Grealish and they're playing in between the lines and they can play a certain way. But when you have Saka on the right who plays in between the lines and then you have Rashford who's got rapid pace and can run in behind, it gives the team something to think about and it gives United England a different dimension. Hence why they were doing so well in the World Cup as well when Rashford was playing because they defend a certain way when Saka had the ball, thinking that's how England were going to play. Then they'd switch over to Rashford playing behind, and it was a long day. That's the only reason why I'd advocate for it.
No, I hear that. As well with the England game, I know there's been some lackluster performances. I said to you, man, in a group chat, it could be due to the players looking at the Premier League games and wanting to play with more intensity. Then, obviously, as well, we know Southgate is very pragmatic in his style of play and as well, like restricting the freedom. I must say though, even with these poor performances, I've been quite impressed with Foden in the last this international break. I thought he was probably the only bright spark in the England team. He was making things happen. He was quick turn of pace, linking up well. We don't usually see Foden playing that well for England. I'll be honest with you. But if he can keep that up, then I think he can deserve to definitely knuckle down that if Southgate's going to play with that cam spot. I don't really want to see Gallagher or Mount there, to be honest with you. I know Gallagher's been playing all right, but he just lacks so much creativity in that sense. For me, I'd still like to see Rashford, Foden, Saka, Kane up front as the attacking threat. Do you think that's the best attacking lineup going forward, or do you disagree?
Nah, I think Madison, because see, there's a thing with Foden. My issue with Foden, it's not really an issue, but the problem with Foden is he's almost positionless. Like, even the way, if you see the way Pep has used him over the years, he's played him left, he's played him right, he's played him false nine, he's played him in the middle sometimes. So from what I've seen of him, I can't really sort of nail him down to one position. I would prefer Madison to be the 10 when everyone's fit, because I think he might be the only sort of like real 10 that England have. So I would just make a tweak to that and put Madison in there instead of Foden.
All right, fair enough. What are you man saying? Does Rashford get into the City or Arsenal starting lineup?
I think he gets into Arsenal's, but probably not City.
You think he
Same
gets
with
into
Martinelli?
Arsenal's?
Yeah, I think he's on par with Martinelli. Is that fair or?
Starting.
Yeah,
I think when he's in form, yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
And
I think he's comparable to Martinelli. And then for City, I'd say I think he's as good a player as Grealish, if not better. But I don't know if he has the sort of awareness and all that to play as like a possession winger for Pep. So I would say no for that.
Yeah, I think that's very fair.
I don't get this Grealish situation.
If it was City 2 years ago when they were playing with a false nine, I think he could play.
That would be mad. That would be mad to see.
With Haaland, I don't think so.
Yeah, we've seen it with Højlund. He doesn't really know what to do.
Guys, I just want to put it out there. I know stats and eye test and whatever, but Højlund has been given the most opportunities and most service by Rashford. So this idea that you can't get to Højlund is a bit wild to me. I feel like Rashford's been being poor, but we're overly scapegoating him. He's given the ball to Højlund. Højlund's just not finishing in the
Prem. You know what it is? You can tell that he is struggling to find the balance, because I remember the Burnley game, literally every single time he got the ball, he tried to pass to Højlund, and it made him become ineffective. So it's like he struggles. I feel like he struggles to find the balance between when to actually sort of, go himself and when to try and look for Højlund. But no, I agree though. I do think he has been, because Rashford is known to sort of be a bit, I don't want to say selfish, because I don't think he is. I actually don't think he's that selfish. I just think he's an inside forward that looks to score first.
No, fair enough. I think I agree with that. But yeah, we'll leave United there for a hot sec. Obviously, 27 minutes in. People, please like. Thanks for the comments as well. Subscribe, share the link. Get more people to back their club. See what I'm saying? Obviously, touched on England real quick. Not really much to speak about it. I think it was 2 lackluster performances against Macedonia and Malta. I watched both games and it was hard to keep watching at times. Obviously, Harry Kane. Do you man think because Harry Kane is now in Bayern Munich, probably is in a team with a different winning mentality, we could see an improved Harry Kane for England, or do you expect the same output?
Same thing.
Yes, same thing. I'd say same thing. But
do you think the same thing? Because in Bayern Munich, the fans do get a bit frustrated when he keeps dropping deep to try and link up. That's not how they like their nines, in it. So you could see a little alter in his game, or do you think he should just carry on?
The only thing with that is I don't think he's not going to play the same way he plays for Bayern as what he plays for England. So I don't know if it's exactly the same thing,
But I think he does it like automatically. I don't think he intends to do it. He just likes to drop deep and link up.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's not exactly a threat running in behind. So what else he's going to offer? That's that. I think.
Yeah, but neither was Lewandowski.
I think Lewandowski, he's quicker than you think. He can beat his man, make runs in behind. Like Kane he's a poacher or he's dropping deep. I don't know if Kane's, if he's a threat running behind. That's the only thing I'd say.
What are you going to say, Matt?
I think the fact that they don't play with a real 10 has a lot to do with why Kane drops deep a lot. And if we be honest, he's never. I know this might sound mad, but he's never really played with a real 10. Like, I know people might say, "Oh, Eriksen." Go back and watch Tottenham in those days. Eriksen wasn't really playing 10. It was mainly Ali in behind Kane, and Ali isn't really a 10. He's more of like a support striker kind of like. And then even at England, Southgate doesn't play any of the 10s. So I think if you give Kane a real 10 to play in behind him, a 10 that's going to be able to take the ball on the half turn and look for him, I think you would see less of the drop in deep stuff.
Is there an argument that if you brought in an elite 10 to play with Harry Kane, that you wouldn't get the best out of both players because they want to operate in similar spaces? Is there an argument there, do you think? So like,
It's a
I
very
don't
good
know.
point.
I don't know how Harry Kane fits into this current Tottenham team. You know, like when you look at the way Son's playing, being a threat in behind, playing through the middle, you know, I don't know if the chemistry would work the same way.
I think the only issue is because we're so used to Harry Kane dropping deep and getting involved in stuff.
Yeah.
I think if he was to play with a real 10, you might feel as though he's regressed because he's not as involved anymore.
Exactly.
But I feel like his output should make up for that.
Okay.
Not to say that he's going to be like Haaland.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think his output would make up for sort of like his lack of involvement. It's kind of like when Rooney went to when Sir Alex moved Rooney to be the main 9 for Man United in 9-10 and in 11-12. Rooney said like I was scoring way more goals, but I wasn't getting involved as much. So it looked like I wasn't still as good. But you know, the goals will speak for themselves.
Yeah, that's true. This is pre Van Persie, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but what do you want from your 9? Do you want goals or do you want to be involved in the game?
I want everything, bro. Like,
Yeah, I want everything, man.
You can't do
I want to
everything,
put
though.
this out there, yeah. Like, do you guys like
that's
watching
true.
Haaland? Can I ask you guys that?
No.
I mean,
You guys like
he's
watching? I
fine.
think he's a ball fest,
just-
man. Watching this guy.
he's a good striker, isn't it? Like,
And if the ball's not in the box, I don't want to see him.
There's nothing he can do. He's improved on his hold-up play. I'll give him that because I've been watching him. But he's lackluster. It's just a ball fest.
You'd rather see Mbappe in it any day of the week.
no, but I feel
Any
like
day of the week.
very few players in football are like actual entertainers. Like, I don't. Maybe you guys are different, but like, I don't really watch football for any individual players. I'm watching for the game, innit? So it's like I'm waiting for the ball to get in the final third because I know Haaland back post run, De Bruyne's whipping it, you know, goal. But like, it's not like I'm watching because I want to see Haaland do something mad. Like, he's not Messi, he's not Ronaldinho, you know, he's not Neymar, that kind of player.
Not even Benteke. No, I'm joking. But obviously, like with the Mbappe Haaland situation, do you think Mbappe scored the same amount of goals Haaland has scored in the Prem in his first attempt?
Probably not.
No,
Depends what team you play.
he's going to be more useful.
Yeah, like he doesn't have that sort of the movement and the discipline as Haaland to play as a 9. That's why we've seen at PSG he's more and more like sort of drifted out wide and asked to play out wide because I think to be a striker it takes a lot of patience, a lot of maturity, to be able to time your run. And we all sort of look at Haaland and like act as if the stuff he does is easy, but it's a very important skill to be able to make the movements he does, get in the positions to always be scoring tap-ins. It's not
100%.
it's easier than it looks.
100%. Because if it was as simple as people make out to be, then all our strikers would be getting 25 plus a season. So we know it's not that simple. And talking about world class players like your Mbappes, your Haalands, let's go around the big 6 teams and let's dissect who actually has world class players in their team. As I said to you, the definition of world class is best in their position in the world or what they do. So let's not. I don't want people to argue back and turn around and say, "Oh, but he hasn't won this and he hasn't." Nah, let's understand what world class means.
All right.
But my counter for that is I think there was much more world class players 10, 15 years ago than they are now, and I think that's due to the way players are being coached and trained. You're not really allowed to be expressive. You're more taught to be reserved, ball retention, stats, numbers, rather than the beautiful game. But obviously we'll go in alphabetical order. We'll start with Arsenal. We'll go in the screen order. So me, Matt, Brendan, Therapy, Chargers. I'm gonna keep it a book. I don't think we have any world class players, but I think we have players that are on the verge. I think Saka's on the verge of world class. I think Declan Rice is on the verge of being world class, and I think Martinelli could potentially be world class. Saliba is on the verge of world class, but I don't look at any of those players and say that's a world class player. That player would be in a world class XI, for example, especially if you like put it back into the 10, 15 minutes, 10, 15 seasons, sorry, in the Prem. That's just my personal opinion. I'm just gonna keep it real. I know a lot of people like to scream Saliba's world class, Saka's world class, but for me, I think they're elite. I don't think they're world class. I think they're elite. What do you think, Matthew?
See, this is my thing. I get, your definition about, one of the best in your position. However, in the term, the first word in the term world class is world. And I think for you to be world class, you needed to have performed at a high level on a world stage. In my opinion,
I'm not a
in
world
fact,
stage.
so either in a European competition
Or the World Cup.
or in an international competition. And I think
The Premier is the best league in the world, though. In my
yeah,
opinion.
but it's not a world stage though.
What were you gonna say, Matthew?
Because Brendan, let me give you an example. For instance, in the Europa League last season, Arsenal got knocked out to Sporting.
Yep.
I hear that.
But if I was to ask you where do you think Sporting would rank in the Premier League, you're probably going to be like, oh, they're probably mid-table.
Yeah, I think that's.
I don't even think they would even get that. Shout out my supervisor Tyler, by the way.
Even that. So and I think therapy alluded to something earlier about there being some kind of longevity behind it, and I agree with that as well. So based on that, I mean, look, we have world-class players on paper, because someone might say, oh, but then what about the form? Of course, Varane is not playing like a world-class player now. Casemiro is not playing like a world-class player, but these guys, over the course of their careers, they have earned world-class statuses. So I would give them that. I don't think we have anyone else.
So you
besides Casemiro.
No.
Oh, hold on.
Wait, so what you're saying
Hold
is
on, we're focusing on Arsenal at the moment. We're going
Let's
through
talk
Arsenal.
about
just Arsenal.
We'll go to
Arsenal
United.
at the moment,
Oh,
yeah.
just
We'll go to
Arsenal.
United.
Yeah, I don't think Arsenal have anyone yet. I kind of agree with what you see. There's a thing with what do you call it, with Saliba. I think Saliba has world class ability. I do think he can reach the top. Rice, I'm not quite convinced. Saka, I'm not convinced either.
Thank
And
you.
Martinelli, I'm not convinced.
Thank you.
How can you
I'm
be
not
convinced of Saka, bro?
Saliba is the only one that I
Thank
can
you.
see
Thank you.
ability-wise reaching that
Thank
level.
you.
Okay,
Thank
Matt,
you.
let me pause you right there. Saka's 22, yeah?
Yeah.
What was Mo Salah doing at 22?
No, bro, you can't substantiate that.
No. Because if Mo Salah can reach the heights he has now at his age, and you consider him a world-class player, how can you come back and say, Saka will not be a world-class player? He's 22, bro, and he's doing
Saka
better.
hasn't done what Salah's done, though. So what
than
are we
what
talking
most
about?
players have done. Yeah, but you have to take age into consideration, bro. He's 8 years younger than the guy, bro. Salah couldn't make it in the Premier. You have to ship him out to Italy. That's why I say he's on the verge, because you don't know what could happen in 3 years.
No,
Fred, are you co-signing this?
Just as he said that, Kingsley,
Fred,
you said
co-signing
you don't know what could happen.
I'm waiting for my turn, innit? I'm waiting for my turn.
You said you don't know what can happen in 3 years. Some players have their best years in their young years.
Of course they do.
We've got examples of players like Salah and maybe even Aubameyang. These guys, when for some reason things just started clicking for them in their mid-20s.
That's prime. That's prime.
No, I get that, but Matt, you didn't even say verge. You just said, nice. I can't see it happening. How can you say you can't see it happening when he's literally getting better every season? That's a wild
ability-wise, I don't see it. I don't think he has world-class ability. I'll be real.
What does world-class ability mean?
So when I look at him as a footballer, I don't see, in terms of sort of like the different components of what makes a good footballer, I don't think he has. I don't think he's elite in any of those categories. Okay. I don't think he's an. I can't see him being an elite finisher. Yeah. I can't see him being an elite dribbler. Yeah. I can't see him being an elite passer.
I disagree with the pass.
I disagree with all three, bro.
I think Saka's showing, especially as a winger, like you're not a midfielder, you know.
Man's finishing outside of the box. Man's whipping in and getting assists to trust out to draw games. Man's dribbling and beating Luke Shaw and banging it, beating your players, bro. How can you tell me you can't see it? You see it week in and week out.
That was Ericsson, by the way, not Luke Shaw. But
it was Luke Shaw, bro. He couldn't beat him. Ericsson is watched.
Luke Shaw is a passive defender. He doesn't even attack him.
Bro.
He just runs back.
This is the best left back for England, yeah? All right.
So I never said that.
Hold on.
For England, yes,
we need to get to Brendan anyway.
He's better than Chilwell.
We need to get to Brendan anyway. Brendan, what's your take on Arsenal?
Question: How much do you take accolades into consideration when talking about
That's
world
what I said.
class.
Scrap accolades.
Not at all. No.
Oh, Kings, we can't go off what your definition is, though.
but
No,
bro,
that's
it's
not my
ultimately like,
definition. That's when you type in world class. That's the. I said
Yeah,
we're
like,
No,
going
but
off
we
the
all know
definition,
there's
yeah.
different facets that
No, but-
come into consideration.
there isn't though. It's literally just you watch a player. Is he world class? Yes or no? Is Mo Salah world class? Yes. Simple as that. Is not Jack Wilshere? I don't know. Jack Rodwell. Is Jack
Well, I said
Rodwell world
Jack
class?
Wilshere, you
No.
know.
It's just that simple.
Because
is
if
a
we're
player
going by
world class?
accolades,
Yes or no?
if we're going by accolades, then Calvin.
No,
Phillips
we're
is
not
world
going
class.
by it.
Casemiro
We're
is
saying
world class.
it's
Well,
a
everyone
part
knows
of
he's
it.
not.
But don't be disingenuous, Kingsley. We know that we know what Calvin Phillips did or did not contribute to what City achieved, bro. Come on.
Exactly, but come
No
on
matter
now.
though, he's got the
man.
accolades. He's got the accolades. So Brendan, there's your answer. Go on, Brendan, answer the question. Arsenal world class players. Any?
First of all, I don't think you have any, but I'll say that I personally agree with you. I think Saka is close. The reason I asked that question because I personally feel if Saka maybe is a big part of if England win the Euros and Saka's a big part of it, I think he could be world class and has a good Premier League season. I think he could be world class. Saliba on the verge. Declan Rice, I don't think is as close as the two of them personally, but I think he's still on the verge. But I don't think you have any world class players, but I don't think there's a lot of world class players.
I agree.
I agree. Therapy, what's your take?
I'd say Saliba's world class. I'll be honest. He's the only person I'll give the exception to.
Okay.
That guy, he's champagne football. This guy, that's what he plays. Champagne football. He's just silky. You know what I mean? If I had to give it to anybody, I'd give it to Saliba. He's basically he's on the verge. He's like the closest on the verge to world class. I personally think Martinelli has a higher ceiling than Saka. I don't know if you guys agree with me or not. That's just my opinion. I think with Saka, right? I don't think Saka's world class. I don't think he's. If he wins a major trophy, I can't argue that he's not world class. But I don't see him doing it because England are scrubs. I don't see Arsenal winning the Prem.
Why does a trophy
and
make him
Arteta's not
world
going
class?
to try for the FA Cup or whatever, because we know it's below him apparently. So I don't see it happening this season.
Why does a
Alright.
trophy make him world class? I don't understand.
Accolades matter in football, though.
But he's still the same player.
It's the same
by
reason
the
why
end of the
Messi is now
season-
considered the GOAT because he won the World Cup and
Yeah, but
Ronaldo
therapy.
didn't.
If Saka scores 30 goals and gets 15 assists
But we don't win the league.
back-to-back seasons and doesn't win the league,
Okay, cool,
Yeah.
fair. No,
Yeah, he's not
good
world
point.
class.
Good point.
Yeah.
It's either a major trophy or world-class stats in this season, and then I'll give it to him. But I don't see him getting 30 goals a season.
When you speak about, sorry, go on.
No, I was just gonna say he doesn't strike me as that kind of player. With Saka, right? I just think that he's an elite player, and he's a person that will give you a minimum of a 7 out of 10, even on his worst day, every single game, regardless of how he feels. That's why I rate him. I don't think he's world class though. I
Okay,
think
Fred,
he'll be
moving-
elite.
right.
I think he'll be remembered, but I don't think he'll be world class.
Fred, moving on to you, who do you think is world class for Arsenal, and then we'll go on to Chelsea.
I think Odegaard and Saliba are close, but not on that level yet. I think Saka, he's close, probably closer than those two. I'd say he's about, if you look at the world class wingers, Mbappe, Vinny, Salah, no one would argue they're world class. I think Saka's about 10-15% off those guys. So I'd say no, not yet, but he's close.
All right, cool. All right, so we'll move on to Chelsea. I think we're
Sorry,
all
I forgot
pretty much in-
Odegaard. I think Odegaard is close as well.
What? You think Odegaard's close?
Yeah,
I think Odegaard has world class ability.
yeah. The way I look at it is like,
3 years away from him.
if you
I'll be wrong.
compare Odegaard to De Bruyne or Musiala, who we'd agree is world class, I'd say Odegaard's about 10%, 15% off them. So he's not world class. That's the way I'd look at it.
So wait, hold on. We're saying Musiala is world class.
I was
Yeah,
going to
Musiala-
ask that as well. 'cause
Musiala,
he's
what
not.
kind of question is that? He's
I
world
don't think
class.
so.
No, he's not.
He's not world
What?
class.
He's not world
Are you-
class.
I don't think so.
Bro, have you?
I don't think
He's
so.
not world
Okay.
class yet.
I
He's on the
don't know.
verge.
No.
We'll just have
He's
to
on the
disagree
verge.
on that then.
He's on the
We'll just have
verge.
to disagree on that.
All right, cool. All right, let's because of time, let's move on to Chelsea. World class players in the Chelsea team. I'd say Thiago Silva is world class.
Bro, come
Because
off it, man. What?
No,
bro,
Bro,
it's
I'm
not
not talking about.
2016.
I'm not talking about him now, bro. He's still a world class player, bro. Like,
He's not. He's literally
everything he's
not.
done.
Are you telling me Thiago Silva is as good as Ruben Diaz?
Did you hear what I just said? I said in his career, he's been a
What does
world-class
his career
player.
have to do with it?
I
bro?
feel like
In
we're
his
changing the
career,
goalposts.
he has
been
We're
a
talking
world-class
about world class
player,
right
bro.
now.
Yeah,
or
but why
throughout
are you
the
mentioning
career.
his career, bro?
Yeah, but close. When you okay, let me understand this. So you can get to world class and then lose it. Is that what we're
Yeah,
saying?
exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes. Yes.
Is Ronaldo world class?
That makes no sense because age comes in everything. If Thiago Silva could stay 28 forever, he would be world class forever. So that makes
Bro,
no sense.
you're making it more
He can't stay
complicated
28
than it needs to
forever.
be, bro. Is Thiago Silva as good as Ruben Diaz or Kim Min-jae? No, he's not. So he's not world
Okay,
class.
in Thiago Silva's prime, he was better than these man. So for me, Thiago Silva
Why
is a
you-
world class
Bro,
defender.
But that
This is
was
my
in his
opinion,
prime.
myself,
Why you
bro.
man getting so
Bro.
impressed? Why you
This-
man getting so impressed about my opinion, bro? You man can have your turn, bro.
Because you're
It's great,
chatting
man.
nonsense, bro.
Bro, I'm not chatting nonsense, bro. I've literally said in his career he's been a world class defender. I didn't
Why
say
are
he's
you
world class right
mentioning
now,
his career? We're looking at him right now.
bro. The conversation
Ronaldo
wasn't.
No, but your
who's
original
right now
question
world
was world class right now. You lit
class.
those
I
in
never
your
said
words.
right now. I said who's world class for these teams.
I
For me,
think Jabi Alonso
Thiago
is
Silva is
world
world
class.
class.
That's
Anyway,
true. He didn't say right now, actually.
I didn't say I never said it right now. Anyway, I'm doing my Chelsea, man. I'm not gonna interrupt you, man, when you man do your Chelsea team,
Oh my
just to let you
God.
know. So yeah, I'm gonna say Thiago Silva.
Jesus.
Kind of the rest of the team. Nah,
That's it, bro.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's it.
No,
What
I'd
are
say
we gonna class Reece James?
I'd say Reece James as well.
I think Reece James
Yeah.
on the verge. I want to say
I think he's the best right back in the world on his day.
Is he better than like Hakimi, Walker?
Yes.
Maybe? Yeah.
I think he's the best in the world on his day.
I can't argue with that. To be
He's
fair.
just been injured quite a lot, but
That's the issue though, and I think for me availability.
Do you
is
think
the
he'll
best
ever make
ability.
it there because of those injuries?
His injury thing wasn't his fault, you know. That's what it was, the medical team, and they got fired for that as well.
This is a good question. It's a very good question. Because Musiala was better than Bellingham last season, and he scored the goal to win Bayern the Bundesliga. Bellingham was sitting on the bench,
Bellingham's not world class,
crying.
Bellingham was world class, man.
Bellingham was sitting on the bench
Bellingham-
crying.
Both of them are not world class.
No.
Bellingham's
World
out here.
class is creme de la creme.
Jude's out here
over
retiring
another-
jerseys, man. Jude's out here retiring jerseys, man. He's world class.
Well, he's retiring jerseys at Birmingham City, man.
bro.
That's
Birmingham
good
City,
Sports
bro.
Direct and getting your shirt printed.
Now, this is the problem with world class. Yeah, it's the value of the word has been diluted over the past years. Do you know how many years it took Kevin De Bruyne to get a world class title, and we want to give it to Musiala and Bellingham for a season?
Yeah, and I hear that. No, they're not world class. They're on the verge. Matthew, what's your take on the Chelsea squad? Any world class players?
Chelsea.
I thought you were doing that on purpose as well.
Me-
Okay,
Yeah,
so
Chelsea, bro,
according to your
Matthew,
logic,
Chelsea.
Sterling's world class, right? Because he used to be world class. Isn't that how it works?
I've never thought. Sterling was world class.
Wait. Sorry, what did you ask?
Chelsea, bro. Who's world class at Chelsea?
Wait, who are we? Wait, what are we doing? Who are we on?
I'm seeing
Chelsea, it's your
tumbleweed
turn,
go
bro.
across the screen, bro. Yo, Matt, just answer the question, bro.
What is he doing this, bro?
What's he thinking about?
Bro, sorry, I think I'm lagging, but
Oh.
nah, I think I'm lagging. But no, at Chelsea,
Yeah.
I think Thiago Silva's world class.
Oh god.
I think
Thank
I want you
Reece
to
Reece
rewatch
James-
this part.
Reece
You
James
look
is
so slow.
Oh my god.
bro, literally.
Rewatch this when you're finished,
thing
bro.
is
You look
lagging.
so mad. You look so mad, Matthew.
We can just skip my man. He's done.
Nah, chill. That's
Matthew, rewatch this after the show's done, bro. You look.
Man,
It makes you
drop
look
it in the
bad.
chat. We'll say what you say in it.
you say drop it in the chat now. You're violating. Nah, Matthew, come back, bro. You're chilling, bro. You're good. Nah, you were violating, bro. Drop it in the chat.
Nah,
Fred
bro,
made it
can
worse.
you hear me
man.
in real
Yeah,
time?
Fred read it. No, we can hear you, bro. They're playing.
Can hear you,
They're
bro.
playing.
Can hear you, bro. Come up, bro. Come up.
Yeah,
Nah,
you
but
can't even
you
tell
lot
anyone
were
to come up,
lagging.
bro. You've been hiding.
You lot were lagging on
Oh,
my
Nah,
you
Fred,
lot were
you've been
lagging on my
hiding
thing,
all
which is why I
session,
was
bro.
taking long to answer, innit?
Yo, reset your laptop, bro. It might be your Wi-Fi.
Nah, chill.
Wait, that's not even funny. That's just what happens. It happens to
Matthew,
me.
yo, Matt, you're good. So you're just saying Thiago Silva, yeah?
Yo, can you hear me in real time?
Hey, yo, Brendan. Moving
Yes,
on.
bro, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Yeah.
We can hear you, bro. We can hear you. You just it's like you caught the train afterwards. Oh,
Man,
yeah.
listen.
You man, one of you man needs to jump on the camera at least, bro. I'm trying to a wall out here. Yo, Brendan, any world class players at Chelsea?
No, not a single one.
Any reasons as to
Obviously,
why?
Thiago Silva was world class, but he's no longer world class.
Fair enough.
But other than
Therapy?
that, no.
If we're going off of your definitions, then Thiago Silva.
Thiago Silva.
But that's
Okay,
it.
that's it.
Wait,
And
question.
Fred.
Question.
Go on.
Not that it relates
Yeah,
to
go on.
Chelsea or anything, but how long do you have to be playing at the highest level to be world class?
I think 3 years, personally.
3 seasons in a row though.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, Jude Bellingham and Musiala will not be world class for
Yeah, that's why I said they're on.
another
That's why I said
season
they're
or
on the
two.
verge, innit? They're on the verge. They got to do it consistently.
Okay.
You can't have one good season. Otherwise, Michu would be world class player. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, is Holland not world class?
Haaland's world class because he's done it 3 years in a row. Everywhere he's gone,
been the best striker in the world.
yeah, but everywhere he's gone,
he's
he's
been
done
the
a
best
mad thing.
striker in the world for 3 years. He's done a
Say
mad
again?
thing, but has he been the best striker in the world for 3 years?
You could argue, yeah. There's not that many strikers
What?
that score more goals than him, so
Wait,
you could
are we
argue,
still
yeah.
on Chelsea, by the way?
Yeah, we're still in Chelsea. Yeah, we're still in Chelsea. We just we just got to Fred, innit? Fred, any world class players for you in Chelsea?
You're on mute.
Reece James.
Oh, yeah, and Reece James. I forgot Reece. I don't know why. Reece James, yeah.
Yeah, all right, cool.
Reece James.
That's Chelsea done then. So Liverpool.
Wait, hold on. I didn't get to say my Chelsea thing.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know you were back with us, my brother. Yeah, what's your take with the Chelsea situation?
I was gonna say Thiago
Where you from,
Silva
Rama?
and Reece James. I don't think, in my opinion, I wasn't too pleased with Sterling's performances in the Champions League for Man City over the course of his time there. So I think he just about misses out.
Yeah. How you man laughing, bro? All right,
That's
cool.
just Brendan Stone.
We're gonna move on to Liverpool, innit? Because of time, and we've still got to do the predictions as well. For me, Liverpool obviously leading. I'd say Salah's world class. Obviously, it's a given. I think Diaz is on the verge. I say Jota's an elite. I don't think he's world class. It's a tough one with Van Dijk, you know, because I feel like ever since the injury, he hasn't been the same. I think if we didn't have the injury, he would be world class, but he's never replicated that 18-19 season. And for me, to be world class, he's got to do that 18-19 season, a couple seasons after that as well. And he's never really done that. So for me, I'd say he's scratching the surface, like it's just the injury, man. I can't say he's world class, bro. I can't.
I'm hearing he's hitting them levels this season, apparently.
Are there 3 centre backs in world football better than him? Better than Van Dijk?
But are we going off Van Dijk now, or are we going off Van Dijk?
Yeah. The player he is right now. That's just the question. Are there 3 centre backs better than him right now? I'd say I don't know if there are definitively. So I think that makes him world class.
Okay, fair enough. But obviously, we're not talking about you right now. So yeah, their midfield. They don't have any world class midfielders.
No,
that's a given. And I think Trent's world class. I think Trent's a world class fullback.
Goodness gracious me.
Yeah,
I think he's a world class fullback, man. He's one of the most creative fullbacks in the world. I think he's world class. Alisson
doesn't mean nothing when you can't defend.
Exactly.
Alisson's world class.
There's more than enough fullbacks who can do provide for you attacking, but also good defensively, and he's terrible. So
okay, that's Human's opinion. For me, Trent's world class player. I think Robertson's world class.
No,
well.
That's bull. I'm sorry.
Robertson was the best left back in the Prem for time. I think he's definitely.
That doesn't mean anything. He's not world class right now.
What do you mean that doesn't mean?
He's
Bro,
not
I never
best.
said right now, Fred. Listen to the words that come out my mouth, bro.
What's the point in having this discussion if you
Bro,
can bring
what
up
do you mean,
form
what's
from
the point of having this discussion,
2017, bro?
It's
Like,
not
we're talking about the
2017, it's
player as
literally-
they is right now.
We literally said 10 minutes ago, for a player to be world class, he needs to do it 3 years in a row. He's done that, bro. He's a world class
Robertson is not the same player he was in 2018.
Robertson's
bro.
a world class left back. Anyway, that's
my
Liverpool thing. Brendan, what's yours? I don't know why Fred's getting so pressed. Like you've said things I disagree with, but
I think you forgot Salah. Wait, I think you
I said
forgot
Salah. I started with Salah.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Brendan, who's world class in Liverpool for you?
Hold on.
Man's using Google, fam. Don't you know the players?
I'm using Google. I went back to check how many times Virgil's been in the top 20 for Ballon d'Or rankings, so I could know whether I personally think he's a world-class player. For that very reason, the fact that he's been in there multiple times.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Bro, didn't they have Bonu in the Ballon d'Or rankings for top 20? Are you? Oh my days, man!
I'm sure Nana was in there
Who
as well.
didn't they have who?
They had the
That's
Morocco.
cause-
Is he Morocco? Marrakesh he's a keeper. The keeper, bro. Sevilla keeper. They had him in that top 20.
So you guys are saying the Ballon d'Or is not important then?
Yes, the Ballon d'Or is bull. Like I can't swear,
What?
but you know what I'm trying to say.
I
Ballon d'Or
personally
is
think that's
nonsense.
it's one of the
Anyway,
biggest trophies
Brendan,
in world
give us
football.
the Liverpool list, my guy.
Van Dijk, not Robertson, not Trent. I think Diaz is elite and Jota's elite. That's it for me.
You
Not even
forgot
Salah.
Alisson.
Oh,
I think
Alisson.
Alisson.
I think
Yeah,
Alisson's
Alisson.
world class.
What about Salah?
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, he's what? Yes, he would work. He's world class.
Yeah.
But hold
we heard
on. You think how can Salah be world class and Van Dijk can not be world class?
What?
What do
you-
you mean?
what do you mean?
Wait.
I'm not even. They don't even
Wait.
answer. They don't even answer Ishmael
Wait.
right now.
So
Yo.
confused.
Bro, I'm being dead serious, bro. I
But
personally think
Salah's
he's
one of the best players in the world. You know, like
He's one of the best players in the world, but it's it's hard for a defender to be the best player in the world. It just in
No,
general.
You just need to be the best defender.
yeah.
You gotta be the
I
best
think
player.
he's been one of the top 5 defenders or top 3 defenders from that 2018-19 season. Obviously, he's dropped
but
off.
we agreed that Van Dijk was world class. Well, some of us did at least.
I literally
But I'm just
said-
saying that he is world class.
Yeah. So.
Okay, Fred. Moving on to you.
Yeah, I think there's 3 we all agree on. It's Alisson, Van Dijk, and Salah, and that's the 3 for me. Yeah, and I
Okay.
think Robertson is like fringe world class. Yeah.
All right, Matt. Yo, Matt.
I think so. When I talk about world class, just to sort of respond to Fred, I look at players who have earned world class status, and I think in Liverpool, Alisson did or has. I think Trent as a player has, as a right back, not so much. Robertson has, Salah has. I don't think Lotto Diaz has.
I agree.
What's the difference between a player and the right back though? It's the same, bro. Like,
I don't know, bro. He plays
I
right
don't
back.
get that.
I don't know what kind of comparison that is, man. He plays right back.
He's basically saying he's a world class player. He's not a world class right back.
Okay, so he's not world class
He
then.
plays right
Because
back.
Thank you.
if you're not world class in your position, you are not world class. I don't know what kind of
Thank you, bro.
mental gymnastics we're trying to do here. Like,
Because let's say a player has more than one position, but he's world class. What? So he's not world class now because he doesn't play in one position. Is that what you're saying?
okay, Kimmich played right back, inverted right back for a good period of time under like Guardiola, right? He was still really good. Everyone said, regardless of right back, he's a DM. He was still really good. Tony Cruz, he's played 6, he's played 10, 8, world class. I think
Okay, but he's
regardless,
not.
of,
Is he? What is he world class at? Cruz.
Cruz.
Talking about Cruz. What is he world class at? What's his world class position?
I'd say what 10%, 8 maybe. Like the Jorginho role, like a better Jorginho.
You say 8. So
Yeah,
now,
I never really watched Madrid like that.
what
so
if a
I
Real
can't
Madrid?
say.
What if a Madrid fan turns to you and say, "No, he was a world class 6. He wasn't that great at the 8." Are we now saying?
He wasn't a world class 6 though. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying a Madrid fan's gonna know more because he's seen more. So if that Madrid fan tells you he was world class at 6 and not 8, so now he's not world class 8, are you
No,
now
but
saying that because he
I
didn't
know
play?
enough. I know enough to say that's not true because he played 8 at Bayern. He played 8 at Real Madrid with Xabi Alonso, then Casemiro. So he never played 6 consistently. You know that's what I'm trying to
No,
say.
it was just an example. But could you not argue that what Trent brings to the game makes him a world class player?
No, because he's a liability defensively, so he can't be world class.
So
And also,
when-
I don't think
But here's
his
the
attacking game in totality is like he's the best maybe ever at one specific thing, one or two specific things. But I think his attacking game, like there's flaws. He's not like a perfect attacking player. If we're looking at him as a midfielder, what he contributes to the attack, I don't think he's like a unbelievable attacking player. I think he's really good at specific things, and in the right system, which is why he's been in at Liverpool, he's looked like a world-class player. But when you're a defensive liability and offensively, you're not like your total sort of game isn't perfect. I don't think you're world class, you know? Like someone
okay,
like
but when you
Hakimi,
look at
But
his numbers, people could
over the
argue and say that's right.
what numbers? We're looking at assists,
Assists.
chances created.
Assist and chances created. You could
yeah,
turn
but I
around and put that forward and be like, I would disagree that his attacking threat isn't the best in the world.
That's what I'm saying. That he's very good at a couple of specific things, though. But he isn't a complete attacking player because he's not an attacker, obviously.
But Haaland is good at a couple of things, and that makes him world class.
Yes, exactly, because that's a striker, and
Then
as a
Trent's
striker,
world class. Then thank you, Matthew. Any other Liverpool players?
No. I was just gonna say, with response to Fred's point, he spoke about like this whole world class player but not world class at the position thing. When you look at someone like Firmino, in my opinion, Firmino earned world class status playing in that.
No, he
false
never did.
nine.
He never
Firmino
did.
was not world class, bro.
He
Matt,
never
are
earned
you, so you're telling me Firmino was
all.
on the level of like
That's
I don't
a
know,
red card.
Haaland, Lewandowski, Kane? Is that what
That's
you're
a
telling
red
me?
card. That's a red card offense. Firmino
Matt,
was never
Matt,
world class.
Wait.
I refuse.
Wait. You
That
guys,
needs to be struck from the record. I
Wait,
refuse
you guys
for that to
don't
be
think-
on the
Wait, so
pod.
Firmino was one of the
Wait.
best players in the world.
Is that what you're?
Wait,
yeah, Firmino was
wait.
one-
You
one of
man,
the best players in the
from-
world.
Let Matt
from
land.
20
Let Matt land.
Wait,
Don't
between
land, bro.
26
Don't take off.
Wait. So you man are telling me, bro. You used that before, bro. But you're telling me, yeah, from this, you're telling me, yeah, that from 16 to 19, Firmino wasn't playing at a world class level.
No,
No,
what?
No.
Are you drunk?
I wish Average was on here, bro, because he hates this type of
Oh,
stuff as well, man. We've
nah.
diluted the
Nah.
world class status, bro.
Nah. When the words are coming out of your mouth, are you hearing what you're saying, bro? You just sat here and told us that Roberto Firmino is it Bobby, whatever his name is, bro. He was a world class player. But the man could barely get 10 goals in the season, bro.
Yes,
Yeah, but
bro.
that's not what
Over
he
the
was
course,
about.
He's a
He
role
allowed,
player,
yeah, but
bro.
Firmino allowed Mane and Salah to be world class.
No, but
Over the
that's
course of-
cool. He's a role player. He's not a star. Like that's the whole point. He's a role player. He played his role, but you're not world
Yeah, so
class.
he was a world class catalyst.
Oh, good.
Yeah, but he was a world class
what,
though.
wait. So what? Winning with Brazil, does that not count for anything as well?
No, he didn't win
What
anything.
did he win with Brazil?
What did he win with Brazil?
Yeah, he did. He won the couple with Brazil.
Bro, he was on the bench for Jesus and
No, he was not. No, he was not. No, he
Nah,
was not.
he was starting
Brother,
over.
man,
He was
was he?
he was starting over.
He was
Jesus,
starting
yeah.
over Jesus, bro.
Excuse me. I didn't know, bro. I didn't know.
I said, excuse me.
I didn't know. But like even that though, like
He was on the bench.
6-game tournament where half your games you might play are against bad teams. I don't care. I'm sorry, but that doesn't move me, bro. That doesn't move me. I'm sorry.
All right, Matt. Any other Liverpool players? Because we need to move on to therapy, innit?
Nah. Just the four.
Okay, he said just this four. All right, therapy. Any world class players at Liverpool?
Oh, hold on. All right, cool. All right, cool.
Oh my days, bro. Answer the question.
Cool. I'd say Thiago. Man, I forget Thiago.
What? Bro, no, I'm gone, bro. I'm gone.
Thiago was world class. At Bayern Munich, was he not
gone.
world class?
I'm gone, bro.
I knew that was gonna set him off. Nah, Van Dijk and Salah, bro.
I
That's
think
it.
we needed
Van Dijk
to
and Salah.
objectively agree on a definition of this before we
Van
started.
Dijk and Salah. I said that on purpose. Did that my man actually left? Van Dijk and Salah, bro.
Just Van Dijk and Salah, yeah, not Alisson.
Yeah, Van Dijk and Salah. And Alisson, sorry.
Alright, cool. Man, actually cut, you know. No, but there's an argument to say that Thiago for Bayern and Barca was world
I don't
class.
think he was world class though.
Remember, yeah, I think he was pivotal to like these men's success. Like he was holding things down in that middle.
I think
the
at
idea
Bayern
of
he was.
Thiago
At
is-
Barca, he didn't really do much.
No, but at Munich, he was the guy though, man. Like
Yeah, no, for real.
he was cooking. But anyway, yo, we need because of time. Let's move over to next team. Will be Man City, world class. This is a long list, bro. Obviously, I'm gonna go from goal. I think Edison is world class. Yeah, Edison world class. Kyle Walker, world class.
Yep.
Ruben Diaz, world class.
Yep.
I wouldn't consider John Stones world class. I think he's an elite centre back. I don't think.
Crazy.
I wouldn't say he's world class. Because for me, like if John Stones is world class, what would Pep really be rotating him as much? Like we don't see Diaz rotated that much when he's fit.
Yeah.
And I see Stones more rotated with Akanji or sometimes.
Nah, but he's been injured.
No, but even when
that
Stones
is
was
true,
fit,
so.
even when Stones was fully fit, he didn't start every game. Let's be honest.
Nah, he did. He did, bro. He did.
Not when. No,
Bro,
but not
he became
not
a
when Pep
centerpiece
made-
last season.
not when Pep made his signings, bro. Man even moved Stones to DM.
Nah, don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm just saying, but if he's a world class centre back, why am I moving
John
him to
Stones
DM?
isn't world class.
It's because he's that good. He
No,
can
he's
play
not.
in midfield.
No,
on the
John
ball.
Stones
He's not
isn't
world
world
class.
class.
He's elite. He's elite. He's not
He had
world class.
one
Anyway,
very good season.
this is
last
my
season,
opinion.
that's
Anyway, it's my
it.
opinion. Let me go through the list card. See these things like midfield. Obviously, Rodri is definitely world class. I think he's the best DM in the world.
Yeah.
De Bruyne, world class, 100%. Bernardo Silva, world class, 100%. Like,
I don't know if
man
I
could be
agree with
anywhere.
that though.
I agree.
I don't know if I agree with that.
What, the Silva?
Yeah, we'll come back to it. We'll come back to it when
Silva's not world class.
Silva's world
let's
class.
come back to it.
I think technically Silva's the best player in the C squad. Technically,
I
ability.
agree.
Wait, do you want to
I
touch on
agree.
that now, or should we come back to it later?
No, we'll get
Bernardo
when it's
Silva.
your turn. We can chat about it. But
Alright,
I think technically, like Silva is world class, bro. And the forwards,
Haaland, right?
obviously Haaland's world class. I wouldn't say anyone else at the moment. Nah. I think.
Alright,
I
cool.
think Mahrez was obviously Mahrez is gone, but I think
Why are we
He was probably
mentioning Saudi, bro?
I'm just- no, because when you think
what about Jesus Navas? He was pretty good.
when you think Man City wingers, would you man say Man City have had any? You man are taking a mic. Would you man say?
when Sane was there, he was good for them as well. Should we mention Sane?
That's what I'm saying. Would you say Sane was world class? No, not really. I don't think City have ever had a world class winger.
No, Robinho was good, wasn't he?
No, he flopped hard.
No, he didn't. He didn't flop. Robinho did not flop. Robinho did not flop. He was there for 1 year and dipped, but that year he didn't
flopped.
actually play that badly, bro.
He did a
He
Di
did not
Maria.
flop.
But yeah, that's my take on the City. Brendan, what's yours?
Edison, Kyle Walker, Diaz. I don't think Stones is world class. De Bruyne. I also don't think Silva's world class. And Haaland.
So not
that's
Rodri.
it.
You don't think Rodri's world class?
Oh, I forgot about my man.
Okay, can I just ask why do you think Silva's not world class?
Why do I think? I don't know. For me personally, I don't know. When I think of world class, I also think of superstar, kind of, and I just don't think he is a superstar. For me personally, like an individual that is just
But Silva walks into any team and
Can't-
cuts.
No, he does. He does. Most of Man City squad walk into any team and starts. John Stones walks into most teams and starts, but he's just not superstar for me, and that's why he's not world class.
Fair enough. Matthew, what's your take on the City squad?
Yeah, this ironically, even though they have the most, this might actually be my toughest one because there are some players that I don't want to, but I'm forced to have to put them in
Yeah,
there.
the
So
fringes.
I would say, I don't even want to put Edison in there, but
Yeah, I
you know
think
what?
he's.
Funny, I'm not putting Edison in.
Crazy.
I'm gonna say Stones. I'm gonna say Diaz. I don't want to put Walker in, but I kind of have to.
Wait, what do you
Wait,
mean?
why-
Walker?
Walker's
why
just
not?
got
You-
pace, man.
you
He's
don't
not
wanna
that.
put
Wait,
him
why
in.
not?
He's
He's
what?
just
He's a
got
top.
pace.
He's a top 3 right back in the world. How is he not world class?
I'll be honest, yeah. I don't actually think Walker is that good.
He's
I
just got
think
pace.
I think the pace really fools people a lot. And
but-
here's the
no, but-
thing.
The pace is part of his game, though. That's a part of his game.
Trust
It is. And I think because what like I said, in this era of football, especially with the wide players, if a wide player can't beat their fullback for pace, they really can't do anything against them. And because he's got the pace to combat that, it almost makes him look better than he is.
But Bernardo Silva's not beating someone for pace, though. We still think Bernardo Silva's good, so
No, but he doesn't play out wide.
he has played.
And that's
as a
why I
winger
won't say
before.
Bernardo Silva's world class because he gets.
Has he not
rotated
played
too
as a
much.
winger before? Has he not played as a
He
winger?
has, but even then, when he besides like Alphonso Davies, when Bernardo Silva plays out wide, he doesn't really beat his man. Like if we're being real, but yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't want to put Walker in there, but I'll have to. Rodri goes in there. Bernardo Silva definitely goes in there. The fact that you might not even say, "Oh, I don't know if he goes in," that's wild to me.
Very wild.
Haaland goes in there, and have
Yeah.
I forgotten anyone? Nah, that's it. So that's all.
All right, cool.
All right, therapy.
Just to say about Kyle Walker's pace thing here. If is it Bertrand Traore? Is that his first name, Bertrand?
Oh god.
If he never had pace, yeah, he wouldn't be a
Hey, you mean
professional footballer.
Adama?
Adama Traore. If he never had pace, he wouldn't be a professional.
Bertrand was cold, man. Don't disrespect my boy like that, man. Come on.
If he didn't have pace, he wouldn't even be in professional football. Let's be real.
Anyway, glad to see.
Okay, cool. I'd say De Bruyne. I'd say Rodri.
Oh, De Bruyne.
I'd say Diaz. I'd say Diaz. I mean, I don't know if I'm stretching with this here, but for me, right, this is the same reason why I think Wan-Bissaka is better than Dalot and why I don't think Trent's world class, right? Because in your position, there's a job that's more important than the other one in it. So when we talk about Trent, he can't defend, and that's the most important job of a right back, innit?
Yep.
So that's why we don't call him world class. Is Edison a world class shot stopper?
I think he's a
No.
good shot stopper. He's
No.
a good shot stopper. I think.
Is he a world class shot stopper?
Okay,
No, he's
give
not
me,
world
no.
class.
give me
And is
three.
that
What do you mean, bro? The guy doesn't even make mistakes, bro.
He definitely does make mistakes. That's not true.
He doesn't make mistakes. You don't
His
see him
positioning
fumbling- You don't
his
see him fumbling
positioning-
the ball or
his
letting in easy
positioning
goals.
is very.
When have you seen
inconsistent. That's
Edison
the one thing
letting a goal that was savable?
Brighton at
Kingsley,
home
go
last year.
look at Jackson's goal against City.
Yeah, Brighton at home last year is another one.
What do you mean? Jackson was class. He's a world class striker,
Bro,
man.
Jackson's goal against City. Edison should be saving that away from the ball. I mean, from the box. He saved
Yeah,
it right
that's
into the danger zone. Like,
But I wouldn't even put that as like, reason why he's not world class. I think the one flaw with Edison for me is his positioning more than anything else. I'd say he's world class though because of he's the best in the world at what he does, and he's a good enough shot stopper where he passes that test for me for world class.
All right, let therapy land anyway. Let therapy land.
Oh, cool. If we're gonna use that ideology, then yeah, I'll put Edison world class. But if we're gonna put him world class, then I think we should put Trent world class. That's just my opinion on that. But if Trent's not world class, then I don't know. There's an argument to say Edison's not world class because his main job is not world class at doing it. But yeah, so other than that, that's who I'd put as world class.
Okay, say no more. And then lastly, Fred. Obviously, Alamude just joined as well, so we'll get his take on the City squad. But Fred, who's your world class?
Okay, Edison, Walker, Diaz, Rodri, De Bruyne, Haaland, and Bernardo Silva.
Okay.
Can we quickly touch on the Bernardo Silva thing though? Because we were a bit of disagreement with that. The one thing I'd say about Bernardo Silva is I don't know if he's elite in one specific position. As a player, you look at his technical ability, his dribbling, close control, all of that. He's perfect, one of the best in the world. But as a winger, right? Because if I think I work out, I like to look at you beyond just your ability and just what do you actually produce. As a winger, he's not world class. As a 8, he's I don't think he's on the level of the actual world class 8. So, like if you don't play one position consistently, how can I call you a world class, world class player? Like, am I just looking at your ability, or do I also have to look at your output? That's the one thing I'd say.
Are you not contradicting what you said with the Cruz situation?
What do you mean?
Because you were
described him
saying
as a
Cruz.
player, no?
No, but the difference there is Tony Cruz as a 8, as a midfielder, is world class in his role. That's my point. But Bernardo Silva, his role is constantly changing, and I don't.
he's world class every
That's
time.
where I disagree.
I
That's where
disagree. I don't think he's a
think
world
as
class.
an
He's
eight,
not a world class winger. He's definitely not a world class. He's not Salah. Is he Salah? Is he Vinny?
he's not a
Mbappe.
world class winger, but he's a
Exactly.
world class 8. He's a world class 8.
I don't know
Bernardo
if he
Silva
is. I don't know if he is.
He is, bro. He is.
Is he on par? Is he on par with Kevin De Bruyne as an 8, as a midfielder?
Yes.
Yes.
I think you're being tricked by the 18-19 Bernardo Silva, where he was the best midfielder in the league that year.
Not even being tricked. Even this season, bro. Even this season,
he
Silva's
makes the
talking,
team
bro.
sick, bro. He's the best 8 that they have in the team.
He keeps things ticking differently, bro. Everyone screams Rodri, but
And
Bernardo
De Bruyne,
Silva.
I don't even call De Bruyne an 8. Anyway, De Bruyne is a 10. Bernardo is the best 8 City you have in the team.
Oh, okay, I think you.
Nah, when De Bruyne is there, they kind of do. When De Bruyne is there, they kind of do.
Yeah, you've made the point. I think you've made the point.
All right, cool. And because of time, we need to do United rapid, and then there's no point even doing Spurs, to be honest. I guess there's one.
I think United, we'd all agree, is Bruno, right? He's the only one.
Anyway,
right?
let me cook.
Go on.
All right, so United, I think Anana's world class, Champions League finalist.
No. We respected
playing,
Arsenal's
bro.
thing, bro. Show some respect, man.
I would like to say Real Madrid Varane was on the verge of world class, but now it's like he looks a bit.
Wait,
elite.
on the verge at Real Madrid, not even solidified.
5 times Champions League winner, 3-peat.
Oh, let's not move like.
You have to. You have to.
Yeah, okay. Real Madrid Varane was world class, so I'm gonna say that he was world class. So for me, he's a world class centre back because he was world class. He got there.
Oh my god, man. Oh my days.
Midfield. Bruno.
Casemiro.
Well, Casemiro's not world class, man. Come off it, bro.
Yeah,
At Real Madrid, we're
Casemiro's
using
world class.
Kingsley's terminology.
Kingsley's terminology is stupid, man. Oh my days.
I agree with you, but this is his pod, so this is the terminology we're using.
Casemiro's a world class DM.
So you're telling me Casemiro is on he's as good as Rodri? You're telling me he's on level as Rodri with Rodri?
Depends different.
It's a yes and they're both DM. It's a yes or no question, bro.
Casemiro is a better destroyer than Rodri.
That's I don't know what that is, bro. You're playing football. You're not.
What do you mean you don't know what that is, bro? You know what that is, bro.
I don't think you destroy him, bro. I don't know what you think this is, bro. Like
disrupts the play, wins the ball back, punches some
legs.
legs, bro. He's a world class destroyer, bro. He's a nuke. Casemiro is a world class nuke, bro.
You can't be nuking the pitch, bro. The football is not a bomb. You can't be throwing it up the pitch, right? I don't know what you think.
Anyway. Well, listen, little boy. When we get to your turn, we'll let you speak in it, man. Get back in your cage for now. Sure. Obviously, I think Bruno. Nah, Bruno's not world class for me.
Oh, okay.
He's an elite midfielder, but I just feel like, I don't know. I just when you think superstars, yeah. When Bruno retires and we look back like 10 years, do we say he was a world class midfielder compared? Especially, I think it's because he's playing for United, and you think to the superstars United had in midfield, and it's just like I can't say he's world class.
But did you not light up the Prem when he came though?
What, scoring 55 penalties? I guess
he hasn't scored 55 pens. Stop it.
Can I say something about Bruno though?
Yeah, when it's your turn, you can.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Because of time. No. Not even disrespecting.
But aren't we all in agreement though for the United bit? I don't. Is there much discussion to be had here? I don't know that.
Bro, because of time, I'm just gonna go quick. I think if that purple patch that Rashford had, yeah, if he can do that 3 seasons in a row, then I'd call him a world class player. But
he's not world class. We can move on.
Yeah, no, he's just elite. But yeah, that's me. I think Højlund has potential to be a world class striker. But yeah, Brendan, your turn. Brendan, come off mute then. We're gonna move to Matthew because of time. If you're not there, all right, Matthew, go.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start off by saying Bruno's not, and I'll tell you guys why. Champions League, he's never performed for us. For internationals of Portugal in the Euros, I remember the manager had to actually drop him from the midfield because he was messing them up so much. And he's not been flawless in the Premier League either. Like, he had, I think, about 1 or 2 seasons where he was good, and then he had a massive dip over the last 1 or 2 seasons as well. So Bruno isn't. In terms of players who have actually earned world-class status at Man United, we only have Varane and Casemiro.
Yeah,
Facts.
All right, therapy.
I agree.
But with what Matthew said, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Fred.
Bruno. That's it. I'd say with Bruno, it's just I think he's too inconsistent compared to someone like De Bruyne, but I think the goals and assists are too good to ignore. So I'd say I'd put him up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. And then lastly, Spurs. Obviously, everyone it's just Son, isn't it? There's no one else. Son.
Yeah, Son.
Are we all in agreement that it's just Son?
And I don't even think he kind of is. I'll be real. Like, I
That's
feel like
wild.
he's
Oh
on the
my
third.
days.
Hold on. I'm just gonna.
I feel like he's fringe. Like, I don't know. Like,
Is Son clearly better than Saka? 'Cause I think that if we're saying Saka's fringe, I think Son has to clearly be better than Saka to be world class, right?
The only difference between Son and Saka is that Son has performed on a world-class level.
Since 2017.
He had an off season last year, though, let's not forget.
What?
Yeah,
Okay, so one out of what?
No, but
1 out of 7.
If of your 2 most recent seasons you were mediocre, does that not count
I
against you?
think Son's output makes him world class.
Son has solidified himself
7
in world
years.
class, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
he's a world class player, man.
Come on, guys.
So Fred's the only one who disagrees with Son being a world class player.
No, I put him up there.
You're saying you put him up there. Is he a world class or not?
Yeah, he's world class. Yeah.
All right.
I was just trying to give like a terminology.
Would you say Mane was better than Son?
Same level.
I see. This is the thing, because I think if Son was at Liverpool, I think he could have done what Mane did.
I think if Son was at Liverpool, he scores more than Mane.
Facts. He's
I
a
think
better shooter.
Yeah, Son's finishing is incredible. Mane was like a beast in terms of like keeping the ball, even winning the ball back, pressing well, linking up well. But I think Son would definitely have scored more goals. But then again, you'd have that rivalry with Salah. Both of them are not passing to each other, and I think that would get a bit sticky. We even saw Salah and Mane kind of like falling out at one point as well. But yeah, I mean,
you know, it came out they were never friends. They actually didn't like each other.
I'm not surprised, bro.
Yeah, no, that was obvious.
But they
We
just
saw it on
kept
the
it
pitch.
professional. Like, I was even surprised when that came out. Like, they did not get along at all. But
I'm
they
not
just
surprised.
kept it
We saw it on the
professional.
pitch. We saw it on the pitch, man. Okay, last question on the world class topic before we move to the predictions. Would you man say there's any world class players that are not playing in the top 16 in the Prem?
No.
Mm-mm.
No, not okay. Who would you say is the closest to being a world class player outside the top 6?
Isak, maybe ability-wise.
Is Isak better?
Oh,
I don't think Isak's better than Watkins, is he?
Gimaresh.
Ability-wise, he is.
What does that mean though? Watkins is a
So
better
I think overall, I think he's a better finisher than Watkins.
He's definitely not a better finisher.
I think he links play better than Watkins.
He definitely doesn't.
I think he's a better dribbler than Watkins. Watkins holds the ball up better, but Isak links play better.
100%.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, so that's it. Yeah, we're just saying Isak. No other honorable mentions.
Guimarães, I'm still trying to. I don't know. I'm still.
Nah,
Oh, yeah,
nah.
guys,
Gimaresh
we
is
forgot
close,
someone.
man.
We forgot someone. How do you forget him?
Who?
Kieran Trippier. We forgot Trippier.
Trippier's not world class.
You said on
But
the fringes, right?
You don't think? Wait, you think Trent's like clearly a better player than Trippier?
Trippier's a better player than Trent. Trippier's a better player
Trippier's
than
better
Trent.
than Trent.
Trippier's
But the
solid.
the one thing Trent does well is cross. Trippier's as almost like 10% worse across.
The one thing Trent does well is cross.
Yes, that's the one thing he
100%.
does well.
Has
What
football,
Trent
Hey, yo,
does well.
Fred.
has
Fred,
football
I'll take-
ever entered your bedroom, bruv? What do you mean the one thing you can do is
I mean, the one thing Trent is elite at is his
nah?
crossing
I didn't want to
ability.
talk on this topic
And
anymore. You
Hey,
just put
Wait,
me
Fred,
guys,
off, bro.
am I mad
Fred.
here?
Nah, you
I
put
saying
me off,
something
bro.
mad?
Fred,
You're coming like
Fred, I've
pineapple
got
on
one for
pizza
you,
right
Fred.
now, bro. You just put me off, man.
What does
Fred,
Trent do that
like
Trippier
Wolves
can't?
and Wolves,
Whoa.
Fred. So
Guys, am I saying something crazy here, or am I?
You just said,
tripping?
what do you mean? You just said Trippier's better than Trent?
No,
Because
no.
he's a more completed right back.
But you reacted to my point about Trent crossing. Do you disagree with that?
But he's much more than just a crosser, bro.
What else does he do? Realistically,
What else does he
Pass.
do?
pass.
His passing ability, the
And
way he
Trippier
reads
can
the game,
pass.
he's a
their
better
passing
finisher.
ability is not that different. And
No,
Trippier
no,
can
no.
defend
I was
better.
talking about
No.
finishing for a right back, man. What is this, bro? Are you Mycon to be talking about your finishing, bro? Like, come on.
No, Kingsley, I can't lie, yeah. Trippier is a better fullback than Trent. We
He
can't
is,
deny
Yeah,
bro.
that.
only
All
because of his
round he
defensive
is.
aspect.
Yeah, that's his job.
Thank you.
No, I understand that's his job.
That's your
I
job.
understand that's his job. But
God.
I literally said earlier, I'm talking about player to player rather than position to position.
What does that even mean,
I
bro?
can't lie,
What does
I'm
that
tired of hearing that
mean?
still. I'm tired of hearing that.
You man are saying you're tired of hearing that, but all the time we
Oh my
we
God.
compare players
I
with
get
different
what
players
Kingsley's
that
saying.
are not in the same position.
Nah, I'm
So
done,
you man
bro.
make it sense.
Nah.
Make it make sense.
Trippier
You
is a
man-
more
no,
complete right
you
back
man,
than
hold
Trent.
on. You man compare players to different players who don't play in the same position all the time. But when I'm saying he's a world class player, but he's not a world class right back, I'm getting attacked. Let
But
that
the
make
difference
no,
here is we're
Kingsley,
comparing
you're
the
right.
players of the same position. We're literally comparing the
no.
same position. One guy
No,
can
King-
defend, one guy can't defend. What's the?
But if
There's
I'm
no
a, if
argument.
I can't lie, well, I'm still signing Trent over Trippier like any day of the week.
No, Kingsley, you're
Bro,
right.
you're
Yeah,
getting
because
sacked. You're getting sacked, bro.
Man like Eric Ten Hag.
I'll
you know.
give you man this
Exactly.
example. Yeah, when Zidane
Shout
played
out
for Real
Eric Ten
Madrid,
Hag.
when Zidane played for Real Madrid, he played in a 4-4-2 as a left mid. But nobody would ever say that Zidane was a left mid. He was a midfielder.
Yes, he is attacking.
But you would still say he was world class, even though he was playing left mid.
This is not about him being world class. This is about him and comparing him to another player who's better suited at the role that they play at.
Yes.
Trippier is
Okay.
a better all-round right back.
Is the
Their
question?
passing ability
Is the
is not
question
that
who's better
different.
suited at the
And
role or who's
Trippier can
better
defend
player?
better.
Is the
Therefore, he's a
question?
better
Is
player.
the question who's better
Trippier is a
suited
better
as a
player
player
because
or
he's a
who's the
miles
better
better
player?
defender. Trippier is
No,
a better player because he's a miles
You're
better
not
defender.
answering the question, bro. Is the question
Your
who's
question is
better suited
stupid.
at the role or who's the better player? What's the question? Because we all know better at the role is Trippier, but who's the better player? We all know is Trent. So this is
They're
what I'm
playing
saying.
the same role because
argument
they're
is-
both right
This
backs.
argument's redundant. You're going back to right back. Answer the question, bro. Who is a better football player?
Trippier because he can actually defend,
Okay.
and that's part of
I'm
being
done.
a player
I'm done.
is your defensive
I'm done.
ability.
Let's go to predictions, please, because you're not even answering the question, bro. You're forcing your agenda. I'm not on about defending, bro. I'm asking you who's a better player.
Speaking of this as well, I've not forgotten when you said Giroud was better than Lukaku. I've not
He is.
forgotten that.
Giroud is better than Lukaku, bro.
No. Giroud is a way better player than Lukaku, but Lukaku's a better striker. Let's not get that twisted.
Thank you. He's better
Actually,
striker.
hold on.
That's his job. He's a better
Actually,
striker.
nah, Lukaku's a better goal scorer. I don't even know if he's a better striker.
What do you mean?
Lukaku's not a better goal scorer than Giroud, is he?
He
is,
literally is a better. What? Bro,
Nah,
No,
bro.
Lukaku's definitely a better goal scorer, but Giroud's a better player.
Giroud is a way better player, and I'll go one further. Giroud has a better catalogue of goals.
That doesn't mean anything. That literally means nothing.
But yeah, because of time, we need to rush on to the predictions straight away. I'm gonna go over the results. It's been 2 weeks, so these scores may have gone out of your head. But Fred, we'll do this quickly. Ish isn't here, so we'll just do the people that are here. Average isn't here. You might have to remind me of these games. You know, who played Wolves 2 weeks ago?
Tottenham.
Spursnum.
Was Spurs lost? You said 1-1, so you got the L.
Oh, man.
You said 3-0 Arsenal. Who did we play again? Burnley, innit? It was 3-1.
Burnley.
You got the W. You said 3-0 United.
Wait, it was 3-1. You guys beat Burnley 3-1.
Yeah, that's what I said. You got the W, but not the 3 points.
3-0.
3-0 United. Obviously, they won 1-0, so you got the W. 2-2 Liverpool. Who did Liverpool play again?
Brighton.
Brentford, I think.
Brentford.
Brighton. Was it Brentford? Yeah, they slapped Brentford 3-0, so you got the
3-0.
L there. And you
Yeah.
said 2-0 City. City played
Chelsea.
Chelsea 4-4.
4-4.
4-4. Yeah, thank you. So
Yeah.
you got the L there. Therapy, you said 2-1 Wolves, bro. 3 points, man.
Come
Like,
on.
You said 2-0 Arsenal. You got a W. You said 2-1 United. So just a W. You also said 2-2 Liverpool. You man went back in Liverpool. So L there. And you said 3-1 City. So that's an L there. I said 3-1 Wolves. So I was close, but no cigar. I said 2-1 United, 2-1 Arsenal. Again, close. Nah, that's deep, bro. I said 3-0 United, so they got a W. I said 3-1 Liverpool. Oh man, I was one goal off there, man. And then I said 5-1 City. Obviously, that not really gonna happen. All right, going forward. Fred's still top.
Wait,
Actually,
you
wait.
didn't do my predictions.
Yeah, no, sorry. You text me the minute. I got it. This is on my notes in it, so I'm gonna have to go to your text real quick. Let me just slide. Let me slide. Matt, you said 2-2 Wolves, so it's an L. You said Arsenal 3-0, got W. Man United 2-1, W. Liverpool 2-0, W. You said City 3-1, L. Which means Fred is just on top by 1 point because Therapy's there now. So Fred, Man City, Liverpool. What are you saying?
Sorry, is that the Etihad, right?
I believe so.
1-0 1-0 City.
Man City, yeah. Cool. Therapy.
2-1 City.
Okay. Matt.
3-2 City.
Okay, so Therapy, did you say 2-1?
Yeah.
And Matt saying 3-2. I'm gonna say 1-1. Can't even lie. Brendan, what are you saying? First time on and that? You're starting right at the bottom. It's peak.
Hold on, I wasn't listening. Hold on, I wasn't listening.
You mean you're getting skipped, bro?
Wait,
Are you gonna
what?
come on a
Yo,
nah, boy? Are you gonna come on a podcast and not listen, bro?
yo, bro. This was a special
Nah,
situation.
it's not even an explanation thing. To be honest, you're getting skipped for that one. You can join the next prediction. Newcastle, Chelsea at St James Park. Sorry, Fred.
Sorry, say that again. Newcastle.
He was listening as well. All right, next.
No, you like that. You like that, bro. The audio lagged out.
You like that for me as
Newcastle.
well, bro.
Sure, man. Newcastle, Chelsea. It's at St James Park.
Oh god. 2-1 Newcastle.
We're forgetting Newcastle have half their team injured, bro.
I was
Well,
literally good, bro.
it's too late.
Yeah, that's true.
Chelsea
That's true.
got the dub.
Up the
Therapy, what are you saying?
Chelsea 3-1.
Matt.
I'm gonna say 1-1.
Yeah, I actually forgot about the injuries because I was gonna say Newcastle, but now you man have got me a bit hesitant with these injuries.
It's too late, bro. It's too late.
I don't think Chelsea have got the capabilities of
So
getting
they
going
don't
there
have the
again.
capacity.
I'm gonna
Isn't
say,
Nkunku back in full training?
He is.
oh, they say that every week, man. I'm gonna say,
Nah,
Nah,
but
he
there's
is. I
pictures
saw- I
now,
saw
there's videos, there's proof.
Yeah.
there's proof. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say Newcastle 1-0. Brendan, what are you saying?
Newcastle lose
Next.
2-0.
Huh?
Newcastle lose 2-0.
Why can't you say Chelsea 2-0, bro? Why you gotta make it complicated, bro?
I don't think he knows who they're facing, bro.
Brentford, Arsenal.
At the G Tech.
Yeah.
At the G Tech. 3-1 the Arsenal.
Lovely kick about for the
Bruh.
boys. Therapy, what are you saying?
2-1 Brentford.
It is hate.
You bastard.
Matt, what are you saying?
1-1, man.
1-1. You wanna move it nuts, bro.
Bro, your attack.
You know, attack.
Bruv, do I need to say more?
How many goals you must scored? How many goals we
We're not
scored?
talking about United.
Arsenal 3-1, man.
Bruh.
Man, I'm moving like we haven't been shipping 4 and 5 goals past teams.
Against relegation fodder.
Okay, but you man
Brentford
clinged
like
on to a 1-0 win and a 2.
That has nothing to do with what you said.
Bro, are we talking about United?
That's what
No,
I'm
but
talking
if you're
about. That's
if
what
you're
I'm
gonna
talking
turn
about.
around,
These
if
games
you're
are
gonna
going,
turn
bro.
around and say attack, but the attack's scoring 4 and 5 goals in games, but the attack.
But
Why
bro,
can't
wait
why
till
can't
hear
we
my
score-
prediction for
Why
United.
can't we score
Wait
3
till hear my
against
prediction.
Brentford?
For United.
I know, but why is scoring more than 2 goals against Brentford a stretch? You man are saying 2-1 Brentford and 1-1. That's crazy, man.
Look at your history with Brentford. You don't smash them.
We beat them 3-0 last season, and then we drew 1-1 because their fake goal that PGML came out and apologized for. Anyway, Brendan, what's your prediction on the Arsenal Brentford?
Check complete.
2-1 Brent, 2-1 Arsenal.
Yeah. Okay. I see common sense has entered the chat. Fred, Sunday, Tottenham Villa.
Sunderland? Oh Lord.
No, I said Sunday, Tottenham Villa. That's at the
Oh, okay.
the toilet.
I was gonna say the shit ball.
You just said it.
Yeah, it's too late now. I'll go 1-1.
Therapy.
2-1 Aston Villa. Comfy win.
Matt.
I'm gonna go 3-2 Aston Villa.
Have you guys not been watching Aston Villa?
They're
You've
cooking.
been doing alright, man. I'm gonna say 4-1
Two.
to Villa. Brendan.
I'll go 3-1. I'll go 2-1 to Villa.
This is Son versus Aston Villa, bro.
I've got to take first answers. He said 3-1. That's the rules, bro.
I didn't say the one after the 3.
Nah, bro, you did.
Mm-mm.
And then we got
Said it.
Everton United at Goodison Park. Fred, kick is off.
Everton Goodison. 2-0 United.
But
Everton are awful, man. Why are you looking at me?
Therapy.
1-0 Everton. No, 1-0 United, sorry.
No. You said
I've had
Everton.
first answers, bro.
Nah, you know who I meant though, bro. Let's not be silly. Why would I ever say 1-0 Everton? Be serious.
I don't know, bro. You might have lost it.
Nah.
Matt, what are you saying?
Bruv, you know what? Yeah, if the deduction didn't take place, I would predict us to
Everton
scumbag
would have
it, but
won,
now
bro,
I'm
but they're
thinking-
demotivated.
No, they're gonna be more motivated.
No, but now I'm thinking they're going to be fighting for their lives now, though.
Yeah, they're gonna be more fired up, man. 100%.
You know what? I'm going to say 1-1.
Man's got no faith in his team.
No,
Big
Chris
United
Merrill-
can't beat a
Chris
team
Merrill's
that's
gonna
in
destroy the
19.
pitch, innit? He's a destroyer, apparently.
I'm gonna say 2-1
I
Everton.
don't even think he's playing.
2-1
Nah,
Everton.
he'll throw a grenade from the stands because we're in war.
Brendan,
Who's this we're talking about? Who's this we're talking about?
Casemiro.
Casemiro ain't back till January.
Casemiro.
Casemiro ain't back till January.
Not back to
bro.
January. Yeah,
He'll be in the
Everton are
stands,
winning.
innit?
That means you man have got no physicality in that midfield.
Amrabat.
Oh god.
Yeah, no physicality in that midfield.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Brendan, what are you saying? Everton United.
2-0 United.
I said I'm back.
The chest.
Bro, Amrabat, McTominay, Bruno, bro.
Man, like the chunky Andrew Tate in midfield, you know. All right, cool. So the last thing I wanted to end the stream on was seen this on I think it was on the Sky Sports thing. Is who would you man say is the third best Premier League manager?
Emery.
A few people have been
Facts.
saying Emery.
De Zerbi.
I agree.
Zerbi, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Brendan.
Oh, is this behind Arteta and Pep, right?
No, this is behind Klopp.
Pep and Klopp.
This is behind Klopp.
and Pep.
Then Arteta.
Oh, okay. Right.
Oh.
Brendan, who you saying, bro?
Wait, who did you say it's behind?
It's behind Klopp and Pep. Who's the third
Mancini
best
and
manager in the Premier?
Ferguson.
Who'd you say?
I'll say
Gary
Arteta.
O'Neill. Arteta,
He's
yeah.
got he's got the Wolves playing football though, Gary O'Neill.
More
Don't
like
sleep
that
on him.
Martin O'Neill, not Gary O'Neill.
Was it not Gary O'Neill?
No,
Nah,
he's taking a
James
mic.
O'Neill.
Do you remember Martin O'Neill? He used to manage Villa. Guy with the cap.
Oh
He's
man,
Irish, isn't he? Irish guy.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say
Ten Hag.
I'm gonna say Poch.
Boo.
Poch over Emery.
Come on, bro. What has Poch done?
Are you drunk, my friend?
Bro, of course I'm capping, bro. It's Arteta every day, man. Come on, man. Let's be
Oh.
serious, bro. In
That's
his first rodeo,
Unai
bro.
Emery's better than Arteta.
If I say what I
You-
think, I'll be suspended 10 years.
End of the day, to me, Emery and Arteta are both bottlers. So I don't know who's least. the bottler.
Emery's
Nah,
one
nah,
It's
trophy.
but
the
Emery
Arsenal
has a
gene,
bottle.
bro.
Emery has
The
a bottle
Arsenal
to
team.
everywhere.
I don't want to
bro.
listen. I said Premier League. What these man did when Emery went PSG, fumbled for sack. Okay, he went Seville, but let's not move like he didn't come third every time in the group stage to get to the Europa League.
Didn't he beat us in the Europa League, though?
Yeah, he
That's
beat
He
United.
did.
Yeah,
He
but
beat United in the
Villarreal-
final as well.
I mean,
And he
beat all of
Yeah,
us.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, he beat both of us. He beat Arteta.
Oh, God. No, we had post contract Abba. I didn't. That's like half a player. It didn't count.
Oh, no, don't do that, man. Do not do that.
But we had Lacazette on like 2 stomachs, man.
Nah, it's Arteta for me. Obviously, who said? I think you said De Zerbi, innit?
Yeah, I said it, Zerbi.
Yeah, that's foolish, man.
They play great football.
That's foolish, bro.
Nah, do you know what it is?
If you
with
give
De
De
Zerbi?
Zerbi-
No
He's
one
not done-
talks
he's
about
not
this,
done
right?
anything.
No
Give
one
De
talks
Zerbi
about this,
7
right?
hogs budget.
Nah,
He
bro.
would have
He ain't
won
done
the
it. He ain't
won
done-
the-
He hasn't done anything to be considered third,
Bro,
bro.
they're literally-
Genuinely.
Brighton are playing Europa League football. Are you hearing
If you're
me,
gonna
bro?
say De
Brighton
Zerbi,
Athletic are
If
playing.
you're gonna say De Zerbi, you have to say Emery, bro. It doesn't make sense, bro.
If you're
Bro,
gonna
do you
say
know what
Arteta,
people
you
don't?
have
Do
to
you know
say
what people don't
Emery.
mention about Brighton? Yeah, what people don't mention about Brighton. It wasn't De Zerbi that transformed Brighton, bro. It was Graham Potter. De Zerbi
Brighton-
put in the last tweaks.
They improved
Brighton were already
when
playing
De Zerbi
silky
got
football before De Zerbi.
and they couldn't score. Remember the XG merchant, they couldn't score, bro. De Zerbi came there, he patterned it, but he said, "All right, you man, you see the goal there, you put the ball into the net. That's how we win games." They
Okay, he
started
helped
winning.
them score. Did he help them with the style of play? Graham
Yes,
Potter
exactly.
started it though. I think he did most of the legwork. De Zerbi's done the finishing touches. I still rate De Zerbi, but he's not top 3. I think
Nah.
Graham Potter's work has gone under the radar and
Top 2 and he ain't-
undervalued for what he did to Brighton before De Zerbi picked up the job.
Yeah, I agree. Do you mind rate Poch?
Nope.
I do rate Poch, but he's not over Emery. though.
Slightly, he's like top 5. He just gets
Ooh,
into top 5.
Is he
Why is he
better
top
than
5?
Postecoglou?
Why is Poch top 5? He did nothing with Spurs.
Yeah,
Got
nothing with
the
PSG.
Champions
Took him
League.
to
Went
a
PSG.
Champions League final.
Got the league to Lille.
Nah, no, can't. No, they beat Ajax, bro. Like that's
we
like a
haven't seen
retirement
enough
team.
of Ange, man. Ange just got
Why is Poch top 5, bro?
Yeah, he's barely even top 10 for me.
I mean, that's a
Who,
push.
Poch?
But I don't
Wait,
think,
who
why
is
is he?
it? Wait,
Why is he a
wait,
good
wait,
manager?
do you-
What has he shown you that he to suggest he's a good manager?
wait. So I mean, this is what I would say because he's not got a lot of he's not got barely any trophies to put on the table. But
Yeah.
I could say in terms of what has Poch done that what has Arteta done that Poch hasn't done? Let me ask you that.
Bro, all Poch has done is won some Uber Eats trophies, and you man gonna
Yeah.
say what?
No,
Come on.
No,
but
but
it's not.
Arteta put you man in a title race once. Poch did that for Tottenham twice.
Yeah. And but they came third in a 2-horse race. I don't know if that counts, but
There was no. We was actually.
He made a Champions League final. Arteta has barely even smelt the
but
last-
Arteta actually
He ain't
won a
even
trophy.
seen Europa
with
League final,
Tottenham,
blood.
bro. It's always
What
about
we talking
almost.
about?
It's always almost, bro.
Yeah,
We
but
won
with
an
these
FA Cup.
managers, that's what we have to talk about. We're talking about what they almost did because it's
No,
the
but
lower
the
level.
thing is that I think
It's a lower level than the top.
beyond what you achieve, I think we can see like what Arteta's done at Arsenal. To me, is as good, if not better, than what Poch.
Didn't
Wait,
he
wait,
transform
wait,
Tottenham
wait,
though? Tottenham
wait.
were a
How many-
scary team, you know. Back
How
in the
many
day.
years did it take Poch to contend for the title in comparison
5.
to Arteta? It took Poch 5 years.
It took Poch 5
He
years.
joined, what,
It took-
2014.
It's taken Arteta 2.5.
Yeah.
No, Kings, don't do that. Don't do that. Arteta
Took him
finished
3.
how many years?
Took
3
him
years.
3.
You
Took
can't
him
count the
3.
first season.
Twice.
He joined in
Finished-
January. You can't count the first season.
No, he
so-
joined in
Then
November,
he finished
December.
8th. He finished 8th, finished 5th, and then finished 2nd.
8th, 8th, 5th, 2. So in his third season.
2.5.
Nah, don't do
Let's
that.
just round it to the nearest number. Third.
Yeah, third is fine. Yeah,
Okay, third is fine. Either way, it's still less than how long it took Poch.
yeah. I think Arteta is a better coach than.
I think
Pochettino.
Tottenham under Poch was a scarier team than Arsenal under Arteta, in
I
my opinion.
disagree.
That's because they had Harry Kane, bro. Like they had.
You got a guy that's
Exactly.
going to score 30 goals.
You
It's
coach
He had
can look-
ready
coach-
made.
Nah,
That's a good point. That's a good point.
No, he had Dembele balling, he had Ericsson balling, he had Ali balling, he had Son balling.
That's true. That is true. Yeah, that's a good point.
Alderweireld was balling and that.
I wouldn't say
Look
they're
at these
Oh,
scrubs,
no, I
where
would
did
have
they go
Vertonghen,
after?
arguably the best partnership in the
Matt.
league.
Yo, Matt,
Arguably.
Matt,
Yeah.
Arsenal's best 11 last season. If that best 11 plays in that Champions League final, Liverpool don't win 2-0.
Oh, okay.
I disagree.
Oh, come on, man.
I disagree.
Nah, bro.
What did you say,
I
Kingsley?
disagree.
I said Arsenal's best 11 last season against that Liverpool Champions League final against Spurs. Arsenal don't lose that 2-0.
Liverpool would have won because VAR was there. That's the only reason why they won. They got a penalty that shouldn't even been given as a penalty. Tottenham
Yeah.
dominated that game as
Do
well.
they give that now? Do you think that penalty?
No chance.
Nowadays football, yeah. 'Cause I just feel like it's one of them
League will give
where
it now.
if we had indirect free kicks, that fixes that issue for me. If we had indirect free kicks.
But yeah, because of time, people, we're going to wrap things up for today's session. We'll be back next week, Tuesday at 10 p.m. We've got some lovely games this weekend. Manchester Derby is the big one. So we'll see you back there again. Please like,
Kingsley,
comment,
Pastor wants to get put
subscribe,
in.
share, do all that. Yeah, I want to dash him in, but he wants to speak to us off live.
Okay.
So yeah, like, comment, share, show a friend. Thank you for joining in, and we will see you next Tuesday. And bless for the man them for coming in. Stay up, stay blessed.